Guys, this is what I was trying to tell you. Guys, they tried to attack this on Thursday, and then they left it on Friday. This is an insane magnet. Like, if they're really trying to go higher, they have to take this out. This is why I trade liquidity, because there's no scenario where I would seriously be trying to buy like calls in this scenario here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, guys, just look at this inflection point here. Like, look, this is damn near as close to a perfect double bottom as you can remotely get. And on top of that, like, well, it'd be one thing if they swept it barely and came into like 708.30 and then bounced. They never swept this and they left this unrepaired. They did this for a reason. So this is a learning lesson to everybody here. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're going to attack this literally within like the first 5 minutes of the market opening. If they leave this and if they bounce this, I have my order button on short so I can start scaling into shorts potentially once I think that they're getting ready to start curling it back over. This is what I was saying earlier where like I hinted this to where I was like, this is going to come into play like the next day. I said this on Wednesday and then they attacked it on Thursday the next day. But no, I'm sorry. They did this on Thursday and I said that it was going to come into play and it's going to be a magnet. And so for the Friday pre-market trading plan, they tried to attack it, but they didn't have enough juice and they bounced. Why? Because of OPEX. All right. So, like I said, they wanted to close the SPY at 765. That's why SPY was pinned to this area. But once they released this market, now the market's back to doing what it was trying to do before, okay? So they're trying to attack they're going to flash 708.50, okay? So that's where they're trying to attack right now. They want to flash bangers through this floor and come to like 707, like 707.70, 707.50 at a minimum and flash this just for good measure, okay? Another thing to consider, this market is not as bearish as you think it is. Does anybody know why I would say this market is not as bearish as you may think it is?
We just hit all-time high like a week ago on ES.
Correct. That is the governing principle. So this is just a natural pullback. But if you just look at today's price action.
I was gonna say price action.
Yeah, guys, listen.
We're taking out high, like we're taking out highs. We're not making lower low, that kind of thing.
Well, I misled you. I didn't mean to say price action. What I meant to say was, I apologize. What I meant to say was just in theory, just on the principle fact that, guys, the S&P 500, the ES is only down 0.13%. It's like down 0.1%, but then the NASDAQ is down 0.6%. If this was, guys, if they were really trying to dump this market, ES would be gapping down like by like 2 or 3 times what they're doing right now. If they were, because ES is fully out of sync. So they're keeping ES and the SPX is getting ready to open up within spitting distance of filling this gap. So you need to be on hyper alert to whenever we flash this low here, that this market is going to bounce and then SPY is getting ready to target this gap fill. Okay? Look at that. They just flashed that low literally within the first minute. They didn't even give you a chance to participate. They attacked this immediately on the open. To me, this is not bearish.
It's almost like you called it.
Look at that goddamn arm. Oh my shit. That is the biggest piece of shit. I cannot believe that shit.
230, what's going on with that?
I have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on with that arm. It's like
just slipping, like just.
I just top ticked that shit. Literally, like I top ticked that. I literally bought the exact high of that mark. That is hard to do. That's fucking nuts. I'm gonna have to buy more of that arm. I'm being dead serious. That is fucking nuts. I bought that bitch at 279 and it is at 235. I literally top ticked this shit. But again, that's what happens to me whenever I just enter into random positions sometimes. Like not send it out officially inside that Discord. But that's something that like I'm just willing to specifically hold. But that's what happens whenever you buy it, because just up there at the top like that, man, they could do anything with this goddamn arm. Look at that arm, man. Piece of shit. Diego's laughing, but I'm being so serious. I just be thinking about that in my spare time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I just be
okay.
thinking about you saying, "Ah, that piece of shit."
That shit don't open up at 300. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Man,
But it keep going lower and lower. I'm gonna have to add again.
I'm switching my order button to buy. That's crazy, bro. It's like when I buy the stock, just decides to go lower, make new lows. It's like the moment that you buy, like he bought a dump it. It's just like I'm so serious. That shit is so true. It's just mind boggling to me how insanely true that is.
I bought it up there too, but who cares?
Mm.
Time is what on your side.
Yeah, bro, you're not lying, bro. You're not lying.
They're gonna keep building data centers out for the next 10 years.
Who? ARM?
No, data centers. ARM makes chips.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, what gives me comfort is that all the chip stocks are down. So the whole thing, they're trying to decide whether
Yeah,
like software
they're
is
all
pick up
down.
here or not. But they're not gonna be down because the world is gonna continue the way it's going. That's all it is. But there's no way they can have the push from what they had from April
Look
to
at that.
and not have like a pullback. So that's why I'm not really worried.
Yeah.
Just
It's just a matter
We're
of
not going
time.
back to
year
just
ago,
regular
a year
books.
ago,
Like
look at Micron. Look where Micron was a year ago.
Facts.
Yeah. So
trying to look into, I think the chip stocks are cooling down because we have them cool.
yeah.
But now we need the software for that. We have the memory, we have the chips, we just need the software. So I'm trying to figure out and do more research on that part.
Mm-hmm. Accuracy.
What's the VIX for today?
The VIX is up 6%.
Did you already say that there was a gap fill right below on SPX from 821, right?
Yeah. Yeah, barely. As a matter of fact, yep. It's literally right there. They're literally right there. But I got my order button on buy. Why? Because they just swept that QQQ low just now. And they're bouncing this from the zone.
Yeah, I got in it. I'm out.
Not bad. New weekly candle, new daily candle opening. It's just best to be on alert. They could really flash banners to this floor. This market just open. The volatility is huge.
Yes, it is.
Look at that goddamn arm. Unbelievable, man. I just cannot
Brian
believe
got
that
right
piece of shit.
out.
Jesus Christ. I don't give a damn what Diego says. That is a piece of shit. Sorry.
Oh, you weren't on mute, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, my bad. Look at that market try to bounce. What did he say me for? You're right. That was funny. What's going on with my cam? Why my body look green? Body look green. Cam was looking green and shit. Man, they attacking this low. This is bearish. I'm not gonna lie to you, Playboy. This is bearish. These people trying to go lower. Hold on. Turn on the water. Why? Because anything can happen. Look at that. These people not playing, boy. Man, we need not be goofing around with these people. They get ready to do that SPX gap fill. That man was talking about. They about to attack that gap fill. Watch out. 821 gap fill. Watch out. Or 820, whichever one. I'm about to look right now. My Newswire not live. Okay. We're out on the blind, so this is a weird day. We gotta lock in. My Newswire's not live. He's live every day like me. That's strange to me. Something weird is amiss. We're out here in the blind. Alrighty. Look at them. Look at them trying to target this SPX gap fill over here from the 21st. Watch out. It will be nothing for them to flush this to this floor. The market just opened. It will be nothing for them to come here. This right here is an ultimate objective. They're already here. So why would they? So why they would not go there? I have absolutely no idea. They're gonna have to prove to me that they're not trying to go there today. They're gonna prove that to me. I don't believe nothing that they're showing me. I don't believe them. I think they're liars. Why do I think they're liars? Because they haven't even swept this yet. They haven't even taken out the London or the Asia low yet, and they're already here. Why would they just stop here on a dime with this volatility and how aggressive this market is and just completely fully reverse this and never come back to the zone? So like if they sweep this and they take out this low, it's going to precipitate through the floor and then it's going to fill that gap on the SPX. I'm being dead serious. And then on top of that, that aligns perfectly with them flushing 705 on the QQQ. Like that's perfect. They're already here. So why would they not flush 705 psychological round hole number and fill these orders? Like what would possess me into thinking that they're not going to do that? Like, because there's a shitload of people trying to get in this market right now and they're looking at 705. And there's a shitload of people that bought calls on Friday that have a stop loss at 705. So they make money when they get these people in and out of the market. So why would they not flashbang this to this floor? I have absolutely no idea. So I'm not going to do the contrary for why I think they're trying to go fill orders. If you're doing the contrary of where they're trying to go fill orders, that's why your strategy sucks. Coach, I'm trying to join Discord. It keep kicking me. What? It keeps kicking you out? What? Sean, are you serious? Really? Are you serious, Sean? I'm not sure why. What? What is going on? You're like the second person that said that. You're the second person that's made that statement. Keeps kicking you out. Did you sign up with a different email or something, bro? Got a pair last night. Good job, Dev. Yes, sir. Great job. I'm proud of you, brother. Did you sign up with a different email with that link that I sent you, bro? Did you do that? Maybe. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, bro. You signed up with a different email. You can't have the same email link to the same Discord username. So you got to make sure you look at them. Look at them. You see them attacking 705? See that shit? They didn't even bounce it so I could short it. They dumped it and went sideways for 1 minute, and then they started dumping it again. They're getting ready to come over and fill this SPS gap. This is bearish.
There's a series of 15s, 5 and 15s down
I
there.
shorted
Be
it.
careful.
I shorted it right there.
Yeah, I'm in a short now, 150 ticks.
Sean.
Damn, you ain't gonna give us a signal.
My target,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
15s are down here. My target is 011.
I got to add a 29.
We'll close here because these are.
Look at that aggressiveness. This is bearish and not bullish.
Really pushing it through the floor today.
There's nothing bullish about this. These people are trying to go lower. This is bearish.
This would be a good time. Maybe reshort it, but I forgot to say. I forgot to say press the red button now. That's what I mean.
Bearish. This is bearish. They're about to fill this gap. Be on alert. Watch out. Let me see here. What's going on with Sean? Is your name Shawnee Ginobili? Let's see. Shawnee, so G Block. Let's see. Yeah, bro. You signed up with a different email, that's why. Yeah, bro. You signed up with a different email address this time. That's what you did.
Ooh, there we go. Nice.
So look at that market dump. The Shawnee Ginobili at gmail.com is the one you signed up with last night. The other one that you had was I don't know what it was. But they want to dump this.
Still haven't hit the bottom yet, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I'm up 182.
Yeah, QQQ about to smash this. Wow.
The other one was LaShawn too at iCloud. Look at that market.
Fuck.
Order filled? Yeah.
He's in a long.
Order filled.
Jesus.
Sounds
Also-
like 20 accounts went off.
God damn. Jesus. That don't sound like an inviting response. Man, they just dumped the shit out of this goddamn market just now and flashed that liquidity. This is not something I would be shorting.
We towards the bottom of this 4 hour 15 QQQ.
This is
Okay,
bullish
so,
now. I do not think this is
it's-
bearish. That bounce right there does not make me think bearish. I'm being dead serious. They just tagged into a 15-minute BISI on the ES.
Yes,
I would
he
not
did.
be shorting this. There's an 8-point volume balance up here on this goddamn SPY. Watch out.
That was me with my order fills. 10 contracts.
Did you make money?
The bottom.
Damn, I didn't see that spy balance.
Did you make money?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot.
He was in
Yes,
that long.
sir.
It's a beauty. Oh
Look
my
at this SPY bounce towards this volume balance right here. Look at this.
Yeah, boy, that 15-minute bitchy, and we popped that low. From
Yep. But I didn't know if they was going to reverse this or not because they just breezed.
Does
through it.
anybody-
We're not going to have a
popped that
bullshit.
LOD
Damn.
Friday, yes, and we found.
And we just flashed the LOD for Thursday. Does anybody have any rebuttals before I press this long button right now? Does anybody have any rebuttals whatsoever before I press this goddamn long button?
Jesse said
I
Nvidia's
would-
down 2%. So just
Yeah.
You said who?
Nvidia's down 2%.
Nvidia's
QQQ
down
right there
2%.
close to closing this.
Okay, okay. I just pressed this long button just now on 3 contracts to the upside off of this move. Does anybody have any further rebuttals for 120 ticks to the upside off of a base hit here? With this 8-point
Yeah,
volume
you'll
balance on this
probably
ES and on this SPY. Best I go break even. So stop.
You'll get it. There's still a bottom
Holy
on the
shit, look at that aggression.
You get it?
Holy shit. Look at that goddamn aggression. Oh my God, look at the bastards.
that's a textbook first percentage, bro. Holy.
Look at the bastards. Oh my God. Look at them edge my TP like that. Look at that. Holy shit.
Oh, that shit.
Oh my God.
It's just for the buyers. Maybe a little more. That's
They're about
it.
to, nope.
They're gonna
Are
dump
you
back
fucking
down.
kidding me right now?
Did they fill that 8-point or are they just scamming your ass?
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, they filled the 8-point.
They did?
Okay, that makes way more sense.
Oh my God. Why didn't I get out of that?
Good thing you're break even though. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Oh my God.
ES has double bottoms too, so they're probably going to go back down for that.
Where? Look at how aggressive this market is. Look at that. They edged that TP. There's no clear drawn liquidity anymore. They just rinsed me just now.
I feel like you should have took that trade off of ES if you was gonna take that long.
Correct. Correct.
The only reason why I say that because we didn't tap into it on a 15 minute on ES. I mean on NT. We only did it on ES. We should have did it on when they tapped that 15-minute biscuit.
I can't believe they edged that TP like that, bro.
They
Like,
played.
wow, bro. That's mighty impressive right there. I made the same mistake on Friday where I was getting ready to enter without a clear drawn liquidity in mind. Holy shit, look at that 12-point volume balance lower on that QQQ. Spazzing. Look at that bullshit.
That's what I'm about to target.
Spy came up here and Spy filled this, but then they didn't have enough goddamn juice to get me off the ground with that, man. Are you kidding me? Trump going nuts. What's he saying? Yeah, have you been using that Strix thing? Nah, not Not as of late, to be honest with you. I mean, like, I still like them. I still think it's a great firm.
Should have did a put at open. That shit would have been crazy.
Man. They're about to dump this market. This is bearish. QQ's about to flash dump. They couldn't even.
We're still bad. We're still bearish. Yeah.
100%. SPY is trying to get off this damn ground. Timestamp. Shit. They just flashed this low. They might want to reattack this.
I'm in a short.
They want to attack.
700 QQQ. That's what I'm trying to.
They're about to bounce this, man. This is not looking good.
You never know. This is the danger zone.
There's like no. I cannot believe that. I literally cannot believe that I was in that long just now and they did not TP that trade out like that. Yes. In this environment, it was crazy. They're about to dump this to this 15-minute BISC. Bearish. They want to dump this. This is not bullish. Hold on.
No, it's not.
This is not bullish. Look at that market make a new low.
Is that the Asia in London books?
Now they're getting ready to bounce this at this after resweeping that low just now like that.
I don't think so. They're just playing around.
They missed that 15-minute BISC, man. They about to come up here to this high. They missed this 15-minute BISC. I wonder what that could mean. Could target this high over here at 120 ticks, man. They about to burst this through to the ceiling, boy. This is bullish as hell. I would not be short. This is not something I would be goofing around with on the short, I swear to God. So help me, God. I would not be goofing around with this on the short. This market is about to burst through to the ceiling. 80 ticks, 120 ticks to this buy side. That's 705. I'm going to go 2 contracts in on this position on the next red candle.
I would not be sure of this shit.
I would not be shorting this shit either. I'm going to go 2 contracts in on this long. I'm going to go 2 contracts in on this long, and I'm going to target 120 ticks to the buy side of this, which is the flash with liquidity up here higher. This is not something that I would not, this is not something I would be shorting. I'm being dead serious. I would not be shorting this. I'm going to try and get 120. So the reason why I did 2 instead of 3 is because I essentially bought the top of this move here, and I might want to add another 2 in lower on this move. I think this is bullish as hell, and I think they're about to lift this goddamn market up this goddamn ground. I would not be shorting this. This is something I would not be shorting. I damn sure would not be shorting this. I think they're about to go right now. It's best I go break even, sell stop. This market is moving very fast. They just stopped me out at break even. They just stopped me out at break even. But they're about to go literally right now. On the next red candle, I'm going to re-enter in on this. They're about to go right now. This is bullish as hell. Watch out. They're about to burst this through to the ceiling. I'm going to add...
75 up top, bro.
Jesus Christ. Look at that fill that they just gave me. That was completely and utterly horrendous. I'm back in this 2 contracts over here.
Let this one breathe, maybe.
I don't think so. Hang tight.
SPX got a 40 below.
Where did I buy it originally here, and then I bought again up here in a shittier position because of how aggressive that the candles are moving?
You might get it.
Timestamp
There you
9:36.
go.
Look at how aggressive that this market is moving. 120 ticks to the buy side is up here past the 705. Look at what they're doing to this market. I think they're about to burst this past this high over here. I think this is bullish and not bearish. Again, I'm in two because I'm buying the top of this move. I can't go anything larger than this on a speculative position. Jesus, they don't even want to take out this high. This is bearish. They don't even want to take out this high. Watch out. How many ticks from here to here? It's about 100 ticks until 290421. Look at this market. It's not even updating the P&L in real time right now. When they burst this high, I got to go break even. They burst that high, I have to go break even. Look at how aggressive this market is moving.
I was gonna say bear flag.
Looks like they're starting to like slow down a little bit, like going sideways.
100%. That's exactly what they're doing. No, not a Nasdaq's trying to dump.
Is there a trend line
I'm
on
pulling,
right there that they
pulling
just
back
created?
now. You're going to blow you to sleep for a while.
And they're going to burst it to new highs. Watch out. I would not be shorting this. This is not something I would be shorting. I think they're about to burst this past this high. This is bullish as hell to me.
They
Took
created a
too
trend
much
line.
meat
So
off the
stop.
bone
They're
today.
trying to break it right
So
now.
stop. They just eclipsed that high just now. I have to go break even. And then they're going to come back from my... They're bullshitting with me today, bro. This is just complete and utter horseshit.
They tapped into a 1 and 5
Look
minute
at this.
City.
Look at this horseshit that they're playing with me. These people are playing games with me today. Today's just not
A little
about that.
higher. Actually, I'm gonna do one to enter and then.
Jesus, are you kidding me, man? Are
Be
you
careful right here.
kidding
There's a 15
me?
minute City right there
Are
that's
you
about to form.
kidding me, man?
There's a 15 minute City right there about to form and tapped into a 1 and a 5 minute City. About to turn into a new hourly candle.
Bearish.
Just take like a 2 minute.
What's called that a 40 down there?
Yeah, the line's perfectly with M&Q tapping into that 1 minute. I think the short down to the 1 minute is probably the play.
Did you see Trump tweeted what Trump said?
Oh shit.
Look at that bullshit right there, bro. Look at this bullshit. They're about to send this past 705 QQQ. Look at that bullshit. They're about to dump this.
Ooh, come on, don't do that.
Are you using a separate hotkeys? No. I'm doing this strictly from my mouse.
This now on everything is it tapped into is it created a 15 minute City and it's a 1 and a 5 minute City it tapped into.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it.
Man, they missing the ball a little bit.
ES and NQ are going in opposite directions now. SPX is trying to squeeze to go higher, and NQ is going lower. Opposite directions. I long this here, and my target
Actually, I'm gonna get out
was
of this
120
short.
ticks.
You touch into that 1 minute, basically that they're going towards.
So they would have edged my TP anyway. I think they're about to get this goddamn market off this ground. I would not be shorting this. Look at this ES. Look at the ES flip and go bullish now. ES is on a one-man wrecking mission. ES is about to come up here and fill this goddamn gap on this SPX. We need to send an alert over here. Add an alert. Crossing. Gap fill. Gap fill. 8/24. This market's trying to flash up. Gap fill 824. Everybody needs to set an alert over here up here at this high. This market's been staircasing up, and then the NASDAQ is trying to go lower. I've gotten 2 break-evens so far. This market is very confusing. Every single clear drawn liquidity that I've had, they've done it, but then they've stopped me out at break-even. They've edged my TP and they stopped me out at break-even. Pretty frustrating. They've been walking me down. Slowly but surely. This NASDAQ is trying to dump and come to this 15-minute BISI, and ES is liquidation and squeezing it. This is telling you right now that if ES remotely turns bearish, the entire NASDAQ is getting ready to dump. Either that, or ES can just hold off long enough, and then NQ will turn bullish. What did Trump say? Let's look. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Checking the Truth Social. Just then, President Trump says Canada. He's talking about Canada.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
Look at that dump. Trump just raised tariffs on Canada.
Yo, Trump almost had me.
He just raised tariffs on Canada. Man, this NASDAQ is trying to dump to this 15-minute BISI here that Murdoch was talking about. Watch out. About to throw my computer. Yeah, I know he just said that just now. He raised tariffs on Canada to 50% in 2027, which is a few months from now. Believe it or not, feels as though time is on time lapse. Feel like we're living the time lapse, like Drake said. This market is trying to dump to this 15-minute BISI, and ES gave up the ghost, and ES is dumping now. And so the market is continuing to go lower. Look at that SpaceX. Holy shit. I mean, the arm.
Don't look at the arm.
I can't even look at that, man. I'm so disgusted. This NASDAQ wants to dump.
Daily 100, 445, I would say, would be your first target. You know, part of me almost likes to projecting this 106 and beyond here. Stay weak.
ES is tapping into the first presented BISI, but I'm unsure how strong that is. Just close that damn short, Native says. That's crazy. They're about to flashbang us through the floor again. I can't believe that I got those break evens. Like, that was absolutely insane, like mind-boggling. Like, I loaned it here, break even here, but then they dumped it. Okay, cool. Then I reloaned it here and then break even here. I reloaned it here, break even here again. And they didn't even take it straight to the TP. They're about to dump this and come to this 15-minute BISI. This market doesn't have any support on the NASDAQ. With how bearish the NASDAQ is, the NASDAQ wants to come to this zone for support in this 15-minute BISI cluster. Watch out. The only thing that's going to stop that is if ES decides to bounce from this first presented or not. You can clearly tell that ES is bouncing from this first presented. Look at this. Every single time we've touched this, we've bounced. And we're bouncing again from it. We're displacing from it. If ES never wants to inverse this, then the NASDAQ won't go there. So understand that. So I don't care what I said about that 15-minute BISI, they're lower. I don't care about that. If ES does not want to inverse this, the NASDAQ is not going to go there. Please understand that. So I understand if, like, hey, you know, you might be in a short, and hey, man, there's no support, and I thought you said that we need a 15-minute BISI or SIBI tap to reverse. Yeah, I get that. But if ES does not want to give the green nod, nothing is going to happen. Okay, you see how they're working on it now, right? Like they bounced it, they reacted, and now they're tapping into it again. They're trying to go lower. ES has already tapped into a 15-minute BISI here lower, which is this one right over here. All of my 15-minute BISIs have a consequent encroachment. Everything else does not. The 15-minute BISIs have the dotted line through the middle, okay? And then they go on indefinitely. Why? Because you always need to be paying attention to those. All right, so SPY is goofing around over here, and SPY is looking like it's trying to reattack this low over here. It's working on this first presented BISI that we displaced from and use his fuel to go higher to then target this internal up here. The NASDAQ is trying to dump through this floor. It's trying its hardest to. Everything is in the red. NVIDIA is down 2.5%. I lied. Meta's green. Microsoft is green. NVIDIA is down 2.6%, which is the one stock to rule them all. Tesla's down 2.5%, but everything else is green or break even. And obviously, the arm is red. Okay, so that piece of shit will never be green because that's just my lot in life because I bought that. All right, for now. So there's that. All right, I'm 200K down inside the arm. So there's that. I'm down about 20,000 since last week. All right, so there's that. I'm being dead serious. All right, SpaceX is, AMD is, like all of the chips are red. Intel is down. This market is moving very aggressively. The wicks are printing before the bodies. They just flashed a 10-point volume balance and they just filled it that same minute. Where's the 15-minute BISI? Lower here, where the circle is right here. That's where it's at. That's where I think they're trying to go. But I'm not going to short this inside the hole like this. I'm not going to do that. You never short the market after a liquidity sweep. You don't do nothing like that. Like, don't do no shit like that. Your win rate will drastically improve if you just don't do that. Did you see? I already read that. I'm 550 today already. TBO says good job. They're about to dump this market through this floor. It's about to precipitate lower. This is bearish. Jesus. You believe that? Break even? They're about to dump this to this 15-minute BISI. That zone right there is where I think they're trying to go. But that's not conducive to risk management because why would I short into the hole to then try and target that I could get boofed on the next candle? That's why I'm not participating right now. This one that I'm listening to said S-Space is a gap low at 76.30. What is he talking about? Gap below at 76.30. What's he talking about? 76.30. There's no gap below at 76.30. Oh, it starts at 76.30. He is correct. If they tap into that, they're not going to fill this gap. They're going to tap into this and then they're going to bounce this market. I don't think they're going to go to 7,600 today on SPX. I don't think so. They're going to have to convince me that they're going to do that. That's what he's talking about. I love listening to traders that I respect in the background. Even if I'm not trading like them, because they might point something out to me. That's also why I created Discord. So I can teach you so that I can show you different things, and then you can combine it with what you already know, and then we can have educated dialogue, and we can help each other. All right. You need to be on hyper alert. I think they're about to dump this to this floor and attack. I need a clear drawn liquidity before I take a trade again.
QQQ, you don't think QQQ want that gap fill, A3 gap fill down there at 701?
Yeah, that's what it's working on now. It's just in no man's land. There's nothing to stop this.
But I don't know if they're gonna go a little higher in order to do that.
Yeah, you know, my thing about QQQ gaps is it needs to it needs to align with something on that ES. It needs to align with something on that SPY. So if SPY doesn't get the green nod, then I don't think so. But oh shoot, I see exactly where they're trying to go. They're trying to go 762 on SPY. They're going to go 762 on SPY. They didn't flash this low over here on the SPY. They didn't do that. They came close. They flashed it on the QQQ, but they didn't flash this low on the SPY. I did not see that.
They absolutely want 762.
It's the exact same scenario as the QQQ that I told y'all about. Look at this. This right here screams long me. Hey, long me. And then like we just go higher. And they're going to flash this low over. This right here is where SPY is trying to target. SPY wants to flash this low over here from the 20th, from August 20th. They missed it. They missed that, and that was by design. They did that on purpose. You need to watch out. SPY is bleeding out, and SPY is getting ready to flash banners through this floor. This is not bullish. Bearish it is. This is not bullish. SPY is about to eat through this floor. You're about to see God body candle stack. They're about to dump this and then come into this 15-minute BISI, probably the second one. Watch out. This is not something I would be long in right now. The most dangerous thing you can do, I think, ultimately speaking, is press this long button. What I would not do right now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The most dangerous thing you can do right now, what I think you can do, is short this. What I would not do right now is long this. Please understand that. Like, if you entered into a short position right over here, I think that's the most dangerous thing that you could do for your account. Like, if you just press that short button 60 seconds ago before I said this, before this candle formed, I think that's the most dangerous thing that you can do. What I would not be doing right now is longing this because I think they're getting ready to flash us through this floor and to target that low. You're goofing around and you're playing with fire if you're entering into multiple shorts right now. You're playing with fire. Because once they do that, they're not like once they do that, there's nothing to stop them from going higher again. So they don't have to flash that low. They don't have to do that before they bounce this fucking market. So please understand that you're playing with fire short into this hole. That's why I said it's the most dangerous thing you can do. What I would not do though is long this. What I just said makes perfect sense. Trust me, it does. So please listen to what I'm telling you. That's why they're bouncing this, because it's the most dangerous thing that you could be doing. You're aligning yourself with the most dangerous thing, and the market is feasting on it like a shark. It's hunting you. I would not be entering into short positions at the bottom like this, trying to get a few ticks lower. That is not something that's conducive to risk management. You need them to bounce this shit up into the zone and take your chances there that we're going to revisit the low again. You don't need to be entering into a short position here at 10-12 before this candle formed when I said that. That does not make any sense. Don't do no shit like that. And then also what I would not be doing right now is going full port long right now because we have not touched into this 15-minute BISI and SPY has not flashed that low. Okay? So please understand that. It is the exact same thing that I gave you from Discord and that pre-market trading plan that I sent out with the QQQ. What I said makes sense. You need to understand both of the dangers and you need to eliminate one of the two whenever it comes to trading and take your chances on one. You need to take your chances whenever it comes to trading on the danger that you think is going to hurt you the least or the danger that you think that you can best beat out. That is how you become a profitable trader and stay profitable. But you need to identify first and take your chances with whichever one that you think that you can fight. I would not take my chances on fighting a short at this bottom here. I would not do that. That's like you trying to fight a gorilla, a silverback gorilla, any one of us, one-on-one in a cage. I would not do that shit. I'm being dead serious. I'll take my chances. I'll take my chance with a crocodile on land. Or that's like you trying to fight a crocodile in the water. I'll take my chance with a crocodile on land. I'll do that. I promise you. Let me drag him out. Let me drag him out. Let me tire him out. Because out of the water, they damn near blind for real, and they just run in straight lines. So like, you zigzag. I might be able to pick up a stick, keep him at bay. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll take my chances there. But I'm not going to fight a crocodile in the water. I'm not going to do no shit like that. Watch out. It's a completely different beast. This market is trying to tire itself out. Timestamp 1017. They missed this 15-minute BISI here for a reason. I think that they're goofing around and that they're gearing this market up to bounce somehow, some way. They're gearing this market up to bounce soon. They're going sideways. They've been going sideways now since 940, timestamp 1017. You funny, man, for real. Just trying to give people analogies here. I would not be goofing around with these people. I think they're about to eat this to this floor to go lower. Good job, Colt. They're about to attack this low. This is bearish. They're about to attack this low, go to that 15-minute BISI. This is bearish. Watch out. They're trying to dump this. They're trying to dump this. Please understand this. Holy smoke. Look at this. They're going sideways. Jesus. This is heavy. This market feels heavy. This NASDAQ feels heavy as hell. It's like they're about to dump this NASDAQ, man. Jesus. And SPY has this right here that they missed. SPY is so close to this. Why did they leave that like that? Why did they leave this here? There must be a reason why they did that. I don't think that's a coincidence. I do not think that's a coincidence. They're about to dump this, man. I would not be long in this. And I would not enter to a short position right now at this second at the low. It's best we wait for one of the monsters to reveal themselves. This NASDAQ, man, is about to take this SPY to this direction. NASDAQ is about to give the green light to go lower. SPY, I think, is lying to us. I think this SPY is lying to us, and this SPY is about to reverse. Somehow, some way. We need to watch out, man, for this, man. They are so close to this low right over there being swept. But we got that gap fill up there above head. They don't have to take out that low today. They don't have to do that. I'm thinking, why would they not? But they don't have to do that. They don't have to do anything. They could just go sideways all day. Look at this QQQ dump and this SPY try to bounce. The QQQ and the NASDAQ is trying to dump and shit to bed right now, and SPY is bouncing. One of them is lying to me again, and I'm confused on which one is lying. I can see a clear case to go lower, but I would not be shorting this. They're about to get this goddamn market off this ground, it appears. They just left that like that on purpose. Why did they do that? This NASDAQ feels heavy as hell. And they about to go. I think they coming back for it. Man, you ain't the chart whisperer, man. You blind. Okay. Okay, you're right. Who said that I was? Marlo. Next. Or did you want to entice a reaction out of me? I don't proclaim to be anybody. I don't proclaim to be anybody. Okay. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to argue with you? I'm not going to do no shit like that. They're trying to bounce this market. Watch out. Be on alert. I'm confused on what you wanted me to do. Did you want me to argue with you to defend a baseless reputation? Hopefully you're not hurt because I didn't argue with you. I'm about to get this market to this goddamn ground. Most dangerous thing you could be doing is shorting this. Man, I just joined. Back. What you said, gang? I said, I'm not proclaiming to be anybody. So, okay. You're right. I never said I'm a chart whisperer. So I don't know if you wanted me to argue with you or what, or try to defend a baseless reputation that I never claimed. I'm confused on what you would like me to do. Okay. You're right. I'm not the chart whisperer. So I just said next. Is there anything else you would like to talk about? They're about to bounce this market off this ground. Shorting this is dangerous, bro. You should not have been doing no shit like that. I would not do no shit like that. Remember what I said? The most dangerous thing you could do is enter to a short position. I said this right here on this red candle. Remember when I said that? And what I would not have been doing was longing this. You need to stop doing the most dangerous thing. That will ultimately save your account. What are you trading the NASDAQ? They're about to burst this market through to this high. Watch out. This is bullish now. This is bullish to me and not bearish. They're about to burst this past this high and take out this intern right over here and do the exact opposite of what I thought they was getting ready to do. This market is trapped between this high and this low here. Look at this goddamn market. What are you trading? NASDAQ futures on prop firm accounts. They're about to burst this market through to this high. This is bullish. Look at that. Look at that. I want to take my chances on a long on this right over here. I want to take my chances on a long right now. So I want to take my chances on a long, and I'm going to try and target this high over here in this zone. I think they're about to burst this shit past this high, and I'm going to take my chances on this long. Watch out. They just left that like that. Why would they just leave that and not take this high out like this? Like, why would they just do that for? But I'm going to go light contract size on two contracts.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, brother. Why would they just do that like that? Jesus Christ. Watch out. I'm gonna manage my risk to one of these sibbies over here. I mean to one of these bissies over here. Watch out. Why did they just leave this high like this unrepaired? Why would they do that for? Look at this market down. I'm in two contracts on this to try and target this high over here, which is this ultimate objective here. That we just displaced from and barely missed. Look at this. Look at this spot. Down $100 on this on 2 micros. They're bleeding this out nonstop. Look at this ES bleed out. Completely switched everything up they did. ES is not giving the green light. ES is hanging around inside this BISI. That was a liquidity grab. Look at this market. This is holding. I want to add another 2 contracts onto this right over here. So I added another 2 contracts onto this, and I'm gonna just be in 4, and I still want to try and target this high up here past the zone. This high up here interests me a lot. This high right over here interests me a shitload. Sell 2 contracts up here. This high, I swear to God, this high interests me.
Literally trying to target that same high.
Mm-hmm.
My chair is sweaty.
If they want to come to this 15-minute BISI, it's gonna fuck this trade up.
Too much, Diego. Too much.
What's this? 140 ticks to the buy side on this? Look at that market get off that goddamn ground. Best I go break even. Jesus Christ, the indicator is fucking it up. Sell stop. Oh, too close to the sell stop. Apologize. They're going to stop this out of break even. But hey, just let it ride. 4 contracts up here to the buy side on this. This high being popped. Watch out. How much is this trade up? $100 or so. I could take off half right now. This market is very volatile. Like, they're coming back for these and they're stopping me out continuously nonstop. I got a sell stop over here on this here. This market is too volatile right now. It's just not ready. Watch out. I think I got business up here with this goddamn high. That's what I think in my brain. And I think they're going to go to 705. That's what my mind's telling me. NASDAQ is trying to bounce, and SPY is trying to take out that low. They're getting ready to stop me out of break even for the 3rd break even trade of the day again. I don't think they go straight to that destination. I think they stop me out of break even. I mean, I could scale out of this trade, but I'm only up $40 per account on this. I need to go higher. I need them to pop this high and go 705. Jesus Christ, look at that 11-point volume balance that they just filled. Jesus Christ. That 11-point volume balance just saved my ass just now in this trade. They're getting ready to take this trade up here to this high. This is bullish. This is bullish and not bearish. I'll start scaling out slightly. I'll slightly front run that a little bit, and then I'll go break even on this, and I'll go break even on the other 2. Sell stop. No. Two contracts, sell stop. Guys, this market's moving a lot faster, so I'm thinking a lot faster, and I'm moving a lot faster. So if you're trying to cheap out on the process of not knowing and not understanding what the fuck I'm doing, and like you're not able to react fast enough, this is where you're going to get caught up at. All right, so there's but so much that you can cheat the system. All right, they're getting ready to take this trade straight to the TP and go 705 right now on this QQQ, and I scaled all the way out. Bullish.
Thank you.
Watch out. So this market's moving a lot faster, so I'm thinking a lot faster, and I'm moving and I'm entering the market. Like, I'm moving and I'm entering into these trades faster, okay? So if you're trying to cheap out this process and you sitting over here goofing around over here, and you're like, well, he normally presses the button and it just goes straight there, so I'll just copy him indefinitely and just make thousands of dollars every single day without being inside the Discord or without learning how to press the buttons myself, then on days like today, you're going to get cooked. Watch out. Bullish. They want to go higher and they want to flash 705 QQQ, which was the target. They left this behind in their wake. That's why I was long in this. They're not trying to go lower. They're trying to go higher now. They just flashed 705. We need to be trading market structure today. I'm out. Straight to the TP. Good for the day. I'm out.
The only reason I felt okay taking this because of the market.
William
structure.
says.
We had these two right
Good,
here.
good trade, Will.
over this two right here. Just had to sit through this.
Good job, Will. Will from Discord says, straight to the TP. Good for the day. I'm out. Good job. I know Will doesn't talk like that, but do we V-shape again? Man, I think we're trying to bounce, and I think the most dangerous thing that we could be doing right now is shorting this market. I'm not going to do the most dangerous thing I know that's going to hurt my account the most. I'll take my chances on something I should not be doing versus the most dangerous thing. Trust me, just stop doing that. You'll be surprised how much more green that you can be if you stop doing the most dangerous thing to hurt your account. Stay safe, guys. I'm going to work now. All right, Will. Have a good day, sir. Thank you for checking in with us this morning. Catch you maybe tomorrow, buddy. Lock in. Where to lock in? This is bullish, and they getting this goddamn market of this ground. Look at that arm finally bounced, piece of shit. I traded like a goofy today, so disappointed in myself. That happens. I traded like a goofy on Friday. I'm at my maker that day. I remember like it was yesterday. Watch out. They're bouncing this market. You need to not be entering into long positions right now. Why? Because we're inside of a 15-minute busy. I mean, we're inside of a 15-minute SIBI.
I'm about to press this red button.
No, hell no, not right now. They're getting this market off this ground.
Press this red button, bro.
They got this on their mind. They got this on their mind next. Watch out. They just filled that SPX gap. Fill earlier on that gap whenever they dumped this market, and now they're going higher. They don't want to go no lower. This market was bullish earlier. They only dumped it to flash the 708 on this QQQ I was telling you about. There's no way in hell I'm thinking about shorts right now. This market is bullish. I told you that in the pre-market meeting. I said verbatim, I said this market is not as bearish as you think it is. Why? Because the SPY was only down 0.1% and the NASDAQ was down 0.7%. If they really wanted to dump that market, the SPY would have been down almost 0.5%. This is telling you clearly that they really don't want to dump this market. You can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other, man. No way that I think this market was seriously bearish today. There's nothing that you can do to get me to start scaling in the shorts over here, especially not at no fucking bottom. I don't give a damn what they're showing me. Why would I do that for? I would get boofed on. I'm trying to press that red button. Yeah. You said, hell no, not right now. I'm dead. Yeah. Look at that. They want to go higher, not lower. Bullish, it appears. Or it is, rather. This is bullish. Do not short this. They want to go higher. You do not press the short button.
He takes on the table. Holy smokes.
They just flashed this high, but I had to scale out over here. Where did I scale out at? I bought here and I scaled out here. And I sold the rest here. So I scaled out. It was still a $250 trade on 2 micros. Watch out. 4 contracts. No more than that. Why? Because they could have easily dumped it on me. $250 trade on 4 contracts. 1 a day. $250 a day, keep the 9 to 5 away. If you multiply it by 20 or 30 accounts, you could be rich in about 2 to 3 months. No, not rich, but you get the point. But you got to take base hits for like a few months though, and stack your bread up and get more accounts off of payouts. You need to prove yourself in the beginning. An NBA team is not going to give you a maximum, an NBA or an NFL team is not going to give you a max contract the moment you make the team. But everyone wants a max contract, but nobody wants to put in the work that the max contract requires in the beginning. And stay consistent in the beginning. They're bouncing this market. Didn't help. I traded my live account today, dog. Why are you doing that for? Why are you trading your live account, Ricky? That's a serious question. What's going on? Why are you doing that for? What possessed you into doing that? What were you trying to accomplish with that? I'm being dead serious. Like, what were you trying to accomplish? I'm going to, like, I need you to answer this question so I can help you. What were you trying to accomplish with trading that live cash account that you have? What were you trying to accomplish? Were you trying to make $250, $300, $400, $500? What's up, Spaceboy? Were you trying to make like, you know, $500, $1,000? Like, what were you trying to accomplish with that? That you could not accomplish on a prop firm with controlling your downside risk. This market wants to go higher, not lower. This is bullish and not bearish. We need to be looking for a pullback on longs on pullbacks. Trying to make $500 from the market. That cash account is a different beast, bro. The market moves the exact same, but God knows how much money you lose today. Be honest. You're getting that back. You're getting that back, goddammit. Yeah, he will. It's 10 a.m. You're already up. Yeah. One trade. Yeah, he'll get it back. But how much money did you lose, Ricky, on your cash account? $1,000, $2,000, $3,000? How much? Was it $500? 1-to-1? How much was it? Is short's not the overall play later, though? Would it be looking at the market structure and be looking at what they're showing us? I have no idea what the play is right now. All that I see right now is that we did a liquidation dump and we pumped. And we're floating around near the HOD again, near the high of the day during the New York session. $1,100. You see what I'm saying? Do you know how many prop firm accounts you would have to blow to lose $1,100? See what I'm saying? That right there is what I'm talking about. For $1,100, if you was just doing it in groups of two, bro, with the right knowledge, bro, for sure, bro. Bro, we could have got you to turn that $500 that you was willing to risk, or that $1,000, bro, in a damn minimum 5 to 10,000. For real. That's what I'm saying. That cash kind of serious. We just paid $1,100 for a lesson. And guys, I know some are probably thinking, bro, I thought you and Ricky were cool. Why are you saying this to him, man? The man just lost $1,100. Have some sympathy. Man, bro, listen. Ricky's my man. And so we just have an intelligent dialogue.
I have no sympathy.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, exactly, yeah. The market don't have no sympathy. So we're just keeping it 100. Guys, y'all should have seen how hard I was on myself yesterday in class and on Friday and on Saturday. You need to be hard on yourself, not to the point to where it destroys you, but you need to be hard on yourself like, what was I thinking? How can I improve? How can I better allocate my resources? $1,100 for a lesson, exactly. But see, people don't understand now. If you learn one of those lessons a month, do you understand? Just only one. Like one of those, damn, why did I do that? You're effectively paying over $1,000 a month for a lesson. And most people, whenever they're trading, they don't realize that. Like, before they hop behind a computer and before they press this button, no one ever goes, how expensive is this tuition that I'm paying for right here, right now? Like, where can I get proper guidance without it burning me the most? And everyone always I'm not talking about Ricky, but I'm just saying in general, everyone, 9.9 times out of 10, everyone wants to run to the most expensive lesson overall. The least expensive thing is to look at someone and to analyze what they're doing that is actually profitable and that's willing to show you. And then for you to follow instructions and then you to then mold what they're showing you to your own and to avoid the pitfalls that they are making so you can become the new master. That's the least expensive thing. The most expensive thing is for people to go, man, you know what? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing over here. You know what? I am going to be paying the market $1,000 for random lessons, and that still doesn't constitute you to learn, because the market just took your money, and now you're probably thinking, bro, I didn't really learn shit for real. I'm still in the same position I was earlier. But that's just what most people choose to do. I'm not talking about Ricky. I'm speaking third person. But I'm not saying I have a solution for Ricky, but I'm just speaking this in general. This market is bullish and not be short in this. How'd you use $1,100? Trying to make $500, my friend. Well, I'll tell you exactly how it happened. He was down. I'll tell you exactly what happened. He entered into the position, and he was in his cash account. And instead of him going, man, you know what? I'm down 1-1. I'm going to take a $500 loss. He held it damn near until the point to where he could not hold it anymore. And he took a negative 2-1, more than a 2R loss on that trade, because he refused to admit defeat. Because that's why. Because he actually saw cash leaving his account that he had just a few minutes ago. That's exactly what happened. Well, I don't know if he moved his stop or not, because I don't know what his stop loss is. But I know for a fact that it was hard for him to admit defeat on that cash account. That's what I do know. Because it's cash, you feel that immediately. It's a completely different cycle mentally that you have to conquer. That's why I tell people all the time, if you can't be profitable in no prop firm, we don't need to be trading no cash account. 97% of people can't even pass no goddamn prop firm account. But yeah, they want to trade a cash account with real money, where they got rent and bills due in the first, and they want to show up and be Superman. 97% of y'all, 97% of humans can't even walk straight in a straight line. But yet they telling me that they want to be Spider-Man. Like the real Amazing Spider-Man. Actually fly from skyscrapers and shit. And I look at them and they're crippled and they have cerebral palsy. And they're going, well, I want to be Spider-Man. And I'm like, can you walk? And they go, no, I'm not. No, I cannot. And I go, well, we all have dreams and aspirations, but you need to walk first. And then they get upset when I tell them that. Or they log off the live stream and they go, man, this dude right here, I'll go somewhere to somebody who's going to tell me what I want to hear. Let me go pay that. Let me go pay somebody else $3,500. They'll tell me what I want to hear, and then I'll get there. They'll tell me what I want to hear and then tell me everything I need to know in 3 classes. The nerve of this goddamn guy to sit up here and tell me that I need to be watching and that I need to develop a strategy. The nerve of this damn bastard. Excuse me. TikTok banned me. Shit. Watch out for the TikTok robot. I might ban the live stream. Excuse me. Sorry, I was getting out of character. The nerve of that guy. How dare he tell me this is a skill that I need to develop? No wonder that community is only $59. There's a guy that said if I pay him $3,500 that I can learn everything I need to know in 3 classes. I'll show him I'll be profitable by next week off these classes. Okay. Serge start laughing. Barkin start laughing. Driver start laughing. These analogies are wild. Yeah, it's true. Because I get people's brains thinking. When you make people laugh, people are more enticed to learn, like it was not so personable. Never that guy. NQ Insider. Not gonna get inside my head. I have a tough noggin. Don't you know I keep on breaking my rules? You're not gonna get inside my head, NQ Insider. So F you. I got a tough head. I keep doing stupid shit. I have a fetish for losing money. You can't beat that. Who you talking about, Buster? Not gonna trick me with shit that makes sense. Took a loan for like $300. Good job, TBO list. Is a cash account advised for trades you can hold? What would you suggest? Man, no. cash account should only be for swing trading. Long only potentially. As it hold, I mean for days or weeks till it gets where you want. That is correct. But it needs to be off money that you don't really need at all, for real. Like you need to like buy like SpaceX at like 110, 115 and just hold for, and be willing to hold for 2-3 months at a time. And have modest expectations on that. They're trying to get this market off this goddamn ground. 3 for 3. I'm locked in right now. You need to stop trading. You're done for the day, TBO. All this aside, you're done for the day. You're 3 for 3. The more chances that you enter this market, the higher the likelihood that you'll either give up some of your profits, so then you'll be upset, or you'll lose your actual trade in full blown.
Yep, I'm finished for the day.
Good job, Phantom. Any more trade potential today? Yeah, the market is open. It's 10:47. We got a long way to go today. I'm waiting on them to show me that they're potentially even remotely getting ready to go lower and stop this bullish momentum that they're on. Or I'm waiting on them to make a new internal high here, pull back, and then curl it up, or flash an internal and then start going it lower based off what we have previously engineered so that I can target that on the short. I don't care if they go higher or lower. I just need them to stop liquidation and squeeze it in a straight line. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to do no shit like that. I'm not going to do nothing like that. Watch out. Look at that arm, man. My God. Biggest piece of shit. Can't even believe that bullshit. Piece of shit. Pissing me off. Watch out. They're going sideways now. They liquidation squeeze it, took out this high, which was the target for the trade. And then we longed it here, and they took out this high over here. Well, I TP'd half here, and I TP'd the other half in full here. And then they just ran it. So I know some people probably thinking, man, you left twice the money on the table. You made $250. You could have made $500 if you would have sold now. Man, listen here. I'm targeting clear draws and liquidity here. All right? That's what I'm targeting. All right? I don't care what happens after. Who cares what happens after you get out of the trade? Who cares? That's your greed talking. We got to wait for them to tap these FEGs and go higher to even consider hopping in the longs, in my opinion. Yeah, like they need to do something like this. Then maybe. Or they need to close up here above this and inverse this and then pull it back. We are 0.25% away from filling this gap. This market can go green, you know. SPY can go green today, you know. We don't have to go lower today. They don't have to do no shit like that. They left this cheese over here on purpose for people that like to short inside the hole and guess. That's why I said here on this candle right over here about 35, 40 minutes ago. My exact what I said, the most dangerous thing you can do is short this. I would not do that. And I said what I would not do is long this. Why? Because at the time, this candle was red, and I thought it was getting ready to dump this at the time. But I know the most dangerous thing to do, which is to short this either way. Because you don't short into the hole on the liquidity sweep. You don't ever do nothing like that. That's literally what I said verbatim. You don't ever do nothing like that. If you see us do something like this here, you see this? If you see us sweep something like this where people think it's safe, remember when I said this? And I told you this last week? Remember when I said this? If you see us sweep something like this and we're goofing around over here at the bottom like this, why would you enter into a short position here? That just look at this goddamn chart and then tell me why you should short this right here. Look at this. Like, what would possess you in wanting to short this when we just open up, we just liquidation and squeeze it lower? Like, why would you think we're just going to hang out over here at this low and just keep on going lower indefinitely without bouncing? That makes zero sense to me in my brain. So shorting it here on this candle, why I said that it was the most dangerous thing you can do. Why? Because you get boofed on. You don't know. You don't know how much higher they're going to go or when they're going to return. You don't know that. So don't do nothing like that. And we just feel the gap fill too on SPX today. Watch out. Equal highs. Where? On what else? Woods. Equal highs. He says high of 706.54. 706.54, correct. Double top highs here. Watch out. I would not short this. NQ 110.11. 110.25. 110.75. On the MNQ, it is probably. Not on the NQ. High at 110. High at 110. High at 110. High at 110.25, slightly higher. Close. Close. But yes, close. Close. Oh no, QQQ, yes. ES flashed this high over here and is pulling back into this 1, 5, and 15, into this 1 and 5 minute BISI cluster over here as fuel. It's rejecting a 15-minute SIBI, which is stronger. It's rejecting a 5 and a 15-minute SIBI cluster. That's why we dumped. We shot up, flashed this VWAP, popped this high, tagged into a 5 and a 15-minute SIBI cluster, as you can tell, and we shit the bed. And then we retouched this consequent encroachment, this 15-minute SIBI, which is where this cursor is, and then we dump. Hi. I'm gonna block that. I'm never gonna read that. I'm not even in the mood right now to be reading that. We need to lock in. I'm not even gonna joke around with that. Pay somebody's rent for free. Who are you? I don't believe you. You're a liar and you're a scammer. Who are you? So what, you gonna pay my rent? I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown ass dark skinned man in Atlanta. You gonna pay my rent? If I just send you the word rent? Hey, yeah, excuse me. I'm Asian. Gonna pay my rent? Maybe if I was cute, I could see. If I was cute and I had eyelashes. Well, guys really don't care about eyelashes as much as women think that they do. But they really don't. I'm being dead serious. But like, I'm just figuratively speaking of how bad are my eyelashes. But you know. Guys never really walked around and was like, man, a guy never walked around and was like, man, you know what? I love the eyelashes on that human. I wish they were longer. Man, my God. It's an excellent pair of eyelashes on that woman. The guys don't really care about that. Women think that they do, but that's like a woman thing. Guys, I promise you, like, not one time in my life have I ever said that. Where I was like, I wish her eyelashes were longer. Or something like that. Just like how women don't care, like, man, that guy's engine is so loud. Coming down the road. He wakes me up in the morning with that. Good alarm clock. Women don't give a shit about your engine, dude. We love that ones lift them off the ground every time they blink. Right, exactly, right. Yeah. Fly away like Dumbo. Or what's the elephant with the flappy ears? Him. Whatever his name was when I was a kid. Yeah, like, never said that. You know, we just like you how you are. Guys are some of the most simplest humans. Honestly speaking, my criteria for women is very crazy as they're going sideways. Like, my criteria is just, don't get on my nerves. I'm being dead serious. I'll like you. Just don't get on my nerves, please. You know, that's it. Just be a good person. I'm serious. Just be a good person. Or just say, hey, and smile. You'd be shocked how hard it is to get a smile sometimes from random people. I lost one trade because it inversed a gap on a Barry bias, and it swept my stop loss. Baku says, I'm sorry about that, bro. They're curling this market lower. It looks like they're about to attack to go sell side again. Watch out.
I'm trying to target this 1 minute Bissy down here.
What, on a short?
Yeah, I shorted at the top here once we tapped. I actually top ticked it. It was like 150 ticks, so I got out of there. And then now we came up higher, we failed. It created the equal highs that someone mentioned in here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I will say one thing.
15 or 5 in here. I mean, I'm not on the size that would kill me, but.
I will say one thing. We just had an immediate shift in market structure, just an immediate shift in market structure on this ES when ES just popped this high over here. Why? Because we went low. Why? Because we did this. So ES is bullish. We just did this. And when we took out this high or whatever, we just had an immediate shift in market structure. That's why ES is doing this and going higher. So I will say that. So that's working against you. You're going against the immediate market structure on ES. ES is bullish off the chain. The NASDAQ is still bearish, but ES is bullish off the chain. The NASDAQ is still bearish. Jeans, dude, I'm here to breed. Be good. Jeans, dude, I'm here to breed. Be good at things. Good soul and workout. 3.8 GPA or not allowed. Sheesh, brother. Well, no, I agree with that. There's nothing wrong. I mean, I agree with your logic. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with you having preferences, brother. There's nothing wrong with that, Dre. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Women got a lot of preferences too. You know? But it's like, if a guy says something like that, you bigot. Or, you know, hey.
Misogyny.
Yeah. You misogynistic fool. Like, hey, man. You know?
Yeah, is that a woman business?
Yeah. Let you be a 5'1" grown man. And let me know what they think of you.
No car.
No cash, no car. You let me know. You let me know how much play you get. But, you know, because they'll disqualify you on stuff that you can't even like you can't even change. Like, it's funny. No, it's part of the game, but because that's just life. But I just laugh at it. It's funny. Like, dude, a guy can't help he's 5'1". You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Hey, bro, I'm 5'2", man. Come on, bro. Like, give me a freaking break. Come on, man. You know, 5'1" is crazy. You know what it says? I know. That's why I said that. Because, you know, like, you know, but people don't realize that the average height is 5'9" in America. For that, the average height for a man is 5'8", 5'9" in America. I'm being dead serious. You see that? I'm being dead serious. The average man in America is 5'9", like 170 pounds. Just sopping wet walking around. Like, it's not these skulking huge humans. You know what I'm saying? I'm being dead serious. You know, and, you know, like, hey, you know, I want a guy with honestly speaking, some women don't care. But sometimes I've heard some people won't go, man, his hairline messed up. You know, and then I've also heard some women, because, you know, guys, here's the deal. I don't take opinions and I don't listen to things from the side that's being discriminated against. Because I want to listen to the other side. So like I've asked my female friends like their thoughts. Like, that's how I had the epiphany, and like that's how I came to the conclusion that women don't give a shit about engines. Because when I was like 19, 20, 21 years old, that's what I thought. I legitimately thought that women cared about car engines until I asked multiple women. Oh, well, one woman told me straight up. She was like, why? She was like, why is that car so loud? I was like, what are you talking about? It sounds good. She was like, no, the hell it does not. I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, that shit. She was like, what? That shit is annoying. Put that shit, put that thing back on, whatever it was. But like, you know, she didn't know nothing about mufflers, but she was like, put that thing back on. Make that thing quiet again. I was like, why would I do that? It sounds great. She was like, no, it does not. She was like, go ask anybody else. I was like, okay, I'll prove you wrong. and I went to try and go ask other women to try and prove her wrong, and the sounding consensus amongst like 20 to 25 women that I asked, they all thought it was annoying. There was maybe one where like she was like, well, I really don't care, to be honest with you. I mean, like, it is what it is. I mean, like I don't care, but like not one of them was like, man, that shit is music to my ears. And I was like, holy shoot. I'm being dead serious. You need to ask people that have no dog in the fight whenever you're trying to formulate conclusions on if it's appealing to the opposite sex. That's what you need to do. So long story short, I did that with that. And then, and then I started asking other questions. But, I'm a male, so maybe I thought I was biased. So I asked other men, hey, do you care about eyelashes? And most men do not. If you ask them, they go, no, I don't care. One solid trade made her call me 6'5". That is true. That is true. If you are 5'6" as a male, you can appear 6'5" in the blinking of an eye if you know how to press these buttons on this goddamn computer. I promise you. I promise you. Now, you know what I'm saying? So you can get into the same room as a dude who's 6'5" and who looks slightly better than you if you know how to press these buttons on this goddamn computer. I'm 5'6". Ricky says, yeah. I know how to press these buttons. Now here's the deal.
Yo, check
Yo.
this trend line on SPY, bro.
Look at this. Thanks, bro, for getting me back on track. Oh, you talking about, oh, shoot.
If they bounce right now, count out the door if you.
Look at this. Whoa. Here's the deal. I gotta close it with this. I gotta get back on track. Does that mean that women are gold diggers? No. But why would you expect them to dig for dirt? That doesn't make any sense. Stop expecting people to do weird things, because you wouldn't do no shit like that. So it's just an indication of whether or not that you're slightly better than your peers. Stay on alert. For the most part, fast and loud just makes our brains go, danger, danger, run away. Right? Exactly. Yeah, that's what most women think. I'm being dead serious. Like they don't go, man, my kitty cat is roaring from that engine. Man, what a loud engine. But I'm not gonna lie, that shit sounds good to me. Certain cars do. Like I love the sound of a Ferrari F8. That thing sounds so good. Or a Lamborghini, man. I just don't like the sounds of those racers. Like, this is one dude that drives by my building. He has a freaking Toyota Prius, and it sounds like it's, Jesus. This dude has a Prius, and he put like, this dude did like a quadruple muffler delete. He did like a quadruple muffler delete on that shit, and it's so loud. He drives past my building almost every 2 or 3 days with that damn Prius. I looked out the window one day and I saw him. Like, bro, that's a Prius, man. How did you even do that? On a Prius is crazy. Yeah, I know. He was taking it to the extreme. Best not to be like that guy. He has a wing on the back. A spoiler on the back. Best not to be like that guy. It's a crazy world we're living in, bro. You can't trust nobody. Man, this right here was the trade that I got roasted on Friday. This trade was the exact same trade I got roasted on Friday. Where like I tried to short it because why? Because we did 1, 2, 3 taps. And I thought it was gonna just bleed it up through the full like this, and now they're doing it. They didn't even bounce it so I could short it. They're just immediately targeting it. They want to go lower and not higher.
What a benefit of being in the community, man. Whoever shot at that trend line literally saved me, bro.
Are you serious?
Overly.
That was mad. That was mad. That was mad. That's what I'm saying. That's paying attention to stuff like that.
Oh, bro, I was about to be in there. I seen the sweep and I was like, all right, bet. But then I seen the trend line. I was like, oh no, he's right.
So you didn't long it?
No, I got in and then I got out with like $5 profit before they.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good.
I'm about to maybe if we can get into this like 29,020 area around 1150, it could be worse.
Yeah. What the hell did I miss? Jaywalk says from Discord. He says, Jaywalk says, what the hell did I miss? He goes, what the hell did I miss? Ran to grab some breakfast real quick and came back to hearing my kitty purring because of this engine. Yes. Excuse you, you bigot. Yes, it is. Next. Quiet before I cancel you. Yes, it was. You heard correctly.
What is she talking about right now? I'm so lost.
Listen, I'm so lost. Bro just tuned in. Excuse you. Don't mislabel me like that again. You're on thin ice. You heard correctly. And did, like Cardi B used to say. My fault. Was unfamiliar with your game. J.O. says. I'm just teasing, bro. Man, we was talking about cars and loud engines. Watch out. Be on alert. This is serious. They're trying to dump this past this trend line. All right, let's log in. Timestamp 11:07.
Oh yeah, and there's a double bottoms on ES that might be going to grab right now.
Is my newswire back live?
You know, target spies double bottom down there, or equal lows.
The top trading edge. I'm gonna put the top trading edge on. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put my old mentor on in the
I'm
background.
gonna get that now.
That's what I'm about to do. My old mentor on. He doesn't really say much. But if he says look out, you better be on alert. That's serious. They pulled this market back. They snapped that trend line. ES is in this LOD. Goodness, that's not bullish. This is not bullish. I take that back. The NASDAQ is goofing around in this huge abyss. The NASDAQ is more bullish than the ES and the SPY. SPY wants to come over here and flash this low and take out this low that they left in their wake. That's where SPY is gearing up for right now. All right. So SPY's in no man's land. We're in the same candles we were over an hour ago. They've done nothing all day. The time is flying by. It's like on time lapse today. It is 11:09. Next stop away, Indian Josh monthly subscription. Absolutely. Honestly, I merely question his character because I'm going to assume if he's disturbing the piece of my nervous system that with that engine, he would disturb it in every other way too. There's adrenaline rush. I just want to go fast. Yeah. So go do that with the boys. I got dishes to do and sweaters to knit. All right, exactly. That's funny. Yes, ma'am. I like that. That's funny.
Just left another double bottom. There's two double bottoms on ES.
They're about to attack. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Next giveaway. Monthly subscription. Man, shit. His monthly subscription is expensive. I just caught what you just said. It's expensive, boy. It costs $5 a month to be $1,000 a month to be in that Discord. Well, he discounts it to $500. And he don't even be talking. Like right now, right now, he's on right now. Like he's not even saying nothing. I should put him on just because. Just have him playing in the background. So y'all can hear him. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play him in the background. I'm gonna turn this up. It's live now. Watch out. Oh shoot! Look at that 10. You're running the losses. Join my Telegram group. Scammer. This is Indian Josh you're looking at. We're little triple tops on QQQ. I'm about to take a look at that. Look at this market bounce. I would not be shorting this. What would you recommend for new traders? I bought funders, but I ain't profitable yet. Knowledge then. We need to refine the reason as to why you're not profitable. That's what I recommend for all new traders. I know that you might not believe me, and like I know it may seem like a crazy concept to people, but the reason why you're getting into car accidents, which is you keep blowing accounts and you keep getting into car accidents, trading is just like driving. The reason why that's the case is because you never took the time to shadow or to take instruction and then to be around other safe drivers. Everyone needs to understand that when you're trading, as in you're driving, you are not only it's not like driving normally, like where like you just hop on the road and you just go. Look, Indian Josh isn't saying anything. He's not even talking. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna exit out of this. I got him going over in the background. And I'm gonna put the music back on. Not only that, but what people don't understand is when you get on this road, every driver is intentionally trying to hit you. That's the difference between this and normal driving. The market is trying to take it to a spot where it can fill the most amount of orders. So it's like you hop behind the wheel of a car, and when you leave your house, every driver on the road knows that you're there, and they're going, man, you know what? I'm going to intentionally try to hit this guy. And the only way that you can survive is if you have good defense, which is good risk management. If you don't have good risk management, then you're going to get in a car accident every single time you get it. Every single time you leave your house, you're never going to return. Hopefully, heaven forbid, you just never return at all, ever in general. But at a minimum, that car is not coming back. So that's an analogy that most people don't understand whenever it comes to trading. That's literally exactly what's going on, verbatim. And then people can debate with somebody else. I'm being dead serious. Because if you don't have no risk management, then every driver is going to hit you on the road. So that's the first thing. We need to tighten up your risk management. And we need to figure out why you're losing, why you haven't been profitable yet. Those things need to be tightened up. So I don't know what strategy you're using. I don't know what you're looking at or all those different things. But I tell you what I can do. I can't necessarily tell you what to do, but I can tell you what you should not be doing. And then we can figure it out and we can go from there. Why? Because knowing what not to do was far more important than knowing what to do. Because if you know what not to do, you're not going to really lose no money for real. I mean, worst case scenario, you're not going to lose no money. You might be able to make a few nickels and dimes here and there, but you're not really going to lose no money for real. You're going to be profitable. If you don't know what not to do, then you're still going to make a little bit of money, but then you're going to lose a shitload of money. Being a good driver is not whether or not that you actually know how to follow the rules. Being a good driver is categorized on whether or not that you get into car accidents or not. You need to everyone needs to understand the analogy that I just gave you. Guys, whether or not that it's your fault or not, if you leave behind the steering wheel of your car, if you get behind the steering wheel of your car and you leave your house and you get into a car accident every single week, or once, that's extreme, like once every 2 to 3 months, your insurance bill is going to be high as shit, even if it is not your fault every time. Because Because they're going to penalize you almost the exact same. Because they're going, bro, this person is not a good driver. Like, this person is not a good defensive driver. And like, we keep on having to take extra risks to insure this person. You do know that, right? Like, you do know that your insurance premium will go up when you renew if you get into multiple accidents, even though that it's not your fault. Like, you do know that, right? Like, most people don't realize that it will. I'm being dead serious. Why? Because if you get into an accident that's not your fault, they're going to have to cover you medically. And they know you a dangerous person. And there's probably going to be a chance to where it's not your to where it is your fault. Because if you get into 5 accidents, there's a high likelihood that 1 or 2 of them is going to be your fault. Yeah, I trade ICT, but I think it's too basic because I get manipulated by market every time. ICT is not basic. What it is you're taking it too literally. That's the issue. The ICT, that's not, the ICT is not, honestly speaking, ICT gives me a headache because that shit is too complicated. So I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as it being too basic. I'm being dead serious. How are you learning the ICT? Where are you learning it from? Those are the questions that I want to ask. Where are you learning the ICT from? Where are you watching it? Who did you learn it from? Don't lie and be honest. How is it too basic? That shit is complicated, bro. That shit gives me a brain freeze. I don't even trade that because it's so complicated. I'm being dead serious. A headache. Gonna take a nap. Just finish up 2 more Tour TPT evals. Been a long couple weeks. Slowly but surely gonna get back to the confidence and rolling again. One bad Friday, but 4 to 5 good days surrounding that. Should have avoided that bad Friday, but it is what it is. Yeah, it was OPEX. Back to work. We keep rolling the rest of the week. Coda's up 15K across his accounts. Look at those equal highs. Where? Yeah, they might have business up here inside this zone. But they forming this over here. The safe indicator in my brain is going off and they go for around 705. Like they might do something like this here and then go higher. So I'm not going to long that. I don't trust that. The SPY is trying to come into the zone and reflash this low. If QQQ even considers retesting this low, SPY is going to dump through this floor and make a new LOD. SPY is trying to retest this low I was telling you about, and they're using that trend line to do so. My confidence level that they're getting ready to do that is soaring. And I think that they flash this low and then start bouncing it for this 1150 macro. That's perfect, really right up their alley. If they take that low before 1150, I'm longing. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm going to be thinking. But I got to do it correctly. Like, they're going to have to curl it up and give me a first presented and a clear drawn liquidity, and then I'll take it. I'm not just going to blend along the 1150. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do no shit like that. Today's not the day for guessing. This QQQ was bullish and SPY is bearish. They took turns. They flipped. Why? Because QQQ was bearish earlier today, and then SPY was bullish. And now SPY is bearish because SPY is trying to take out his low. Why? Guys, listen. Look at this here. Look at the SPY. Look. This screams, hey, long me, and this is safe here. You see this low over here on Monday today? And you see this low over here from the 20th? Guys, if you ever see some shit like this here, just please don't go opposite of that. If you ever see relatively equal sharp points like that are like so close to where you go, man, why did they leave that like that? Don't go opposite of that. They're going to try to reattack. It's the same thing I told you over here on a QQQ at 708. Look what they did over here on QQQ at 708. Look. It is the same exact thing here. Look. See these sharp points? If a child can pick up a book and go, that is support, they're going to attack it. This algorithm is programmed to attack what you're looking at. This right here is the exact shit I was talking about where I said, like, yeah, you just hop behind the wheel of a car and every driver is trying to attack you. It is literally designed to attack this. And I said this the other day inside Discord. And I said it last night too, that they was going to take out that low. And they're doing the same thing on the SPY. They're gearing this market up to dump through the floor, and SPY wants to come into the zone here. SPY wants to go past 762. That's where SPY is going right now. It's about to dump. This is not bullish to me. This is bearish to me. They're going to have to prove to me that they're not trying to go lower. They're going to have to prove that to me. They're going to have to go sideways for another 22 minutes. Yeah, another 22 to 25 more minutes here. Then I'm going to think they're not trying to go lower. Then I'll be convinced. Then I'm going to be convinced that SPY's going to come up here somewhere inside the zone. Until then, I don't believe nothing that they have going on. I don't believe it at all. I think they're ready to come here. I don't give a damn what they show me. Why? Because why are they so close to this, but then not take this out? And any price action in between these objectives here, I'm going to assume that they're BSing. So I'm not going to get caught up in that. I need them to complete an objective or to engineer some internal so I can target it with a clear draw of liquidity. Other than that, I'm not taking it. And I will then use the ICT concepts to then align with it and manage my risk. I'm not going to trade the ICT like how ICT says to be traded, where like he'll long it and then he'll be in a trade up damn 2,000 ticks. I'm not going to do no shit like that. I'm going to look for like 1,000 tick trade and read it like ICT, and I'm going to be out at like 150 to 200, and my win rate will be 85, 90%, like how it is. So the ICT shit gives me a headache. But you need to understand first in the beginning. If you don't study it and if you try to get it simple, and you're not going to know why you're losing. So you need to study that knowledge center. Oh, yeah, brother guys, it's just meandering around. Space Boy says that's exactly what they're doing. Good call out. QQQ was bullish off the chain. Don't be confused. By the way, guys, I revamped that knowledge center. The knowledge center is so much better. It's so much easier to read. I swear to God, it's insane. Like, it is way easier to read. Spaceboy, check out that knowledge center. Did you see it? I changed that knowledge center around, bro. Literally last night. Thank you. Getting it today, bro. Oh my God, it is so much easier to read. Well, it was already decent, but I just added boxes and charts and stuff like that, and I changed the font and stuff like that, and it's just way easier to follow around. Oh my goodness. I am so serious. Give it a try. It's crazy.
You're getting this shit off the ground.
Man, they getting up this goddamn thing off this damn ground, huh? Yo, you ever see my walk? Man, I'm gonna take a look at the knowledge center right now. Nah, I did not see it. Let me go take a look at this message right now you sent me.
I wanted them to actually come down because this one in this 5.
They're bouncing this.
They never did.
Josh Farley says so. These are the bears are starting to roll over. We are now at the VWAP. That's what he said.
There's another double bottom on yes, they just made. Or did.
I have to short this. Where to the, what is it, resistance traders?
They want to bounce this. This QQQ was bullish off the chain. NASDAQ is bullish. What'd you say? I've been locked in. Here's the proof. Nice. 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 Nice, bro. Wow. Wow, bro. This putting a smile on my face, bro. I'm being dead serious. This is dope, man. You got pages of notes, bro. You got like dozens of pages of notes here, man. This is big time, bro. Man. Here's proof. This is my journal. I would like to believe I have the general ICT concepts down. I'm trying to backtest, and I've been having trouble trying to do this. Can you show me how you backtest? Is there a specific website you use to go back and simulate your day trader that has passed already? I tried to use the rewind feature on TradingView, but it's choppy and does not provide very good live simulated price action. That's correct, but it's the best. It is the best. It is the best. So it's very choppy, but you need to go on a 1 minute time frame. You just need to slow the candles down. So the rewind, so the replay feature on TradingView is going to be the best, but it's just going to print candle by candle. But you can still understand the general concept. So how I specifically backtest is I need to get at least 15 to 20 data samples minimum of a specific time or something occurring. So if you want to backtest the 1150 macro, you need to get you need to go back in time, and the criteria that you're looking for specifically, you need to get at least 15 or 20 of those data samples, and you need to write down how it occurred. And you also need to write down when it showed itself and when it was getting ready to play out, but more importantly, how it failed. And you need to write that down. Why? Because you can't master a strategy and you can't look at that mark. What the hell was that? Stop. Do nothing.
Buddy, get the hell out of your trades. Just take a second. What the hell was that? That's a news candle.
Shit, news.
What's some Indian Josh said?
Trans models for 33%. Oh shit.
This is bullish. Market decided to take it up.
This was my first mentor, my millionaire mentor, is him talking. What?
They do everything quickly, so all these bear gonna go banana. Bulls here. Yeah, I'm waiting. If something, look at the MACD, look at the volume.
Holy dump candle.
Holy shoot.
Yeah, I'm about to sort this shit.
Yeah, that's Indian Josh. He's not saying nothing. He's just sitting there. He's typing on the computer.
And the VWAP, look at this, look at nice pullback, right?
Yes, what I'm talking.
Look at the money we're printing now. Dirt cheap one. Okay, I got $1, folks, already. I'm out. Small things, man. You just
So was that a short?
beautiful bounce, and look at the pullback to the VWAP and then bounce. Isn't it amazing?
Yep, exactly. Got me press the button.
$3,000 printed on a
3K just on that.
pullback. Look at the beautiful bounce. I was thinking earlier that it could be a rejection here somewhere and then could go lower somewhere here and then bounce, but they did other way around. They break out. So nice, beautiful bullish, volume bullish, MACD bullish, right? And then they pull back, and then I trade this candle.
I'm just gonna take out 145 before shorting, bro.
That was my mentor.
I thought he would have a higher pitched voice from your
Oh, you know.
from the way you be doing it.
Yeah.
That
Sorry.
doesn't sound like my Tyson driver.
Yeah, how I remembered him was not I guess was not how he sounded. Bullish, bullish, bullish. I made $1 on the contract. So he does 0 to you. He'd be like, I'm out. So you heard him say, I'm out. You just be out. That's it. And he would type on the computer, be out. Like, you can't even see his entry source exits. So help me God, that thing helped me. Swear to God. I just stopped doing the opposite of what that dude was doing. First day of the Super Pro account. Good job, Rod. What a lock in, sir. Look at that market liquidation squeeze. Go up in a straight line. They're scamming. This is bullish off the goddamn chain, boy. They flipped this market around on a dime, and it's on the same exact spot as we opened up on. We've gone nowhere today, you know? Arm bouncing. Maybe they're done going lower. For today. They might go lower tomorrow. I'm sorry. That's what my mind's thinking. My brain is such a messed up place, bro, because like I just say what's on my mind these days.
For today.
Yeah, for today. They'll just go lower tomorrow. That done causing me enough pain. Bullshit. They're just going sideways. They've done nothing. Expect more time distortion and price, and these candles to get smaller. What kind of candle was that? Did Trump say something? No, but that candle wasn't large enough for a Trump candle. It wasn't fast enough. It was fast, but it wasn't like, but it wasn't crazy. Let's check the Truth Social. Watch out on Trump. Bullish. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, no, for real, right? I'm being dead serious. That's literally what I think in my mind. It's like whenever I see a huge green candle, or whenever he sees it, he always goes bullish. Bearish. I'm being dead serious. I used to be just walking around my crib just saying that stuff. And my dad used to be like, "Stop saying that, bro." Or bro, who is that you're talking about? Like, wait, what? I used to always sit around my dad, just hanging around him, going on walks, doing whatever. I wish you just say that. I used to be on alert. He used to be like, "Oh, stop! Who's here? Who's near?" He used to go, "Don't worry about it." You know. He'd be like, "Stop saying that, bro. I thought somebody was coming by. I thought danger was near." Echo. There's an echo? There's an echo right now?
Not in Discord.
On TikTok? This is a test for the audio clarity coming through the microphone. No echo on TikTok. This feels pre-recorded. I don't know why. Look at it. They just took out those equal highs, did they not? Shit. Why does it feel pre-recorded? Why does it feel pre-recorded to you? Today's Wednesday, August the 12th. Why does it feel pre-recorded? It's Wednesday, August the 12th.
You pre-record break-evens.
At 10:40 a.m. Not assumed, but this feels like it, even though it isn't. Oh, darn. Rats.
That means you're sensing the matrix, bro.
Rats. Almost got you. Angel says, "Look at this liquidation squeezing a straight line. Look at that. This is bullish. We should not be shorting it. There's nothing indicating they're about to go lower. They want to go higher. Danger, Debo. Way to bounce back today. Thanks, brother. What's going on, Danger? How you doing? You wanted to sweep the equal lows, but then expect the equal highs on QQQ to be swept first, bro. That is correct. They did that. Yeah, correct. They did the exact opposite. Well, I knew QQQ was bullish. I knew that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I thought SPY was going to take out this low until they decided to come up here and take out this high. But that right there proves my point exactly. Who cares about what is going? You just need to not be doing the most dangerous thing. Still, the most dangerous thing in the world was to short this low to try and target this. There's no reason why we should be shorting over here in this hole. There is zero excuse. You don't ever short the bottom of a liquidity sweep. You wait for them to prove to you that they want to sweep it, and then you long it for a base hit in the opposite direction with a clear draw on liquidity higher. You don't ever go, man, you know what? They're getting ready to go lower, and they've been dumping all day, and we're over at the LOD. Let me enter into a short position right now. You don't ever do nothing like that. Why? Because this will happen to you here. See that? Look at that liquidation squeeze, man. They didn't even engineer any liquidity for me to short this. Like if I press this short button right over here, I have no idea how much lower that they're going to go. Why? Because they just went up in a straight line. I need them to do something like this so that I can short it like here and then target here, here, and here. If they just do this like this, then I'm just guessing along this way, and I don't know when they're going to stop. There's no market structure to trade.
What do you think about them going up into like 29,305? I know that's like a far out target, but I'm just like short something that's going to be.
That's a stretch. You know what I mean? Look at that arm. Yeah, that's a stretch. Yeah, that's a stretch, but I could see them coming up over here and popping this high. The New York HOD, which is the opening minute of the day, you know, I could see that coming up into this damn 710. That's what it looked like. Oh, shoot. Look at that. This is bullish up the chain. I put a come up and fill this gap. Watch out. We are now a 15th of a percent away from filling this goddamn gap. They're about to do the impossible. I told you they could turn this market green, didn't I? They're about to turn this market green, boy. It's best we not short this.
7 minutes till 11:50.
Yeah. They're squeezing this up here higher into 1150. Shorts are no longer allowed 2 to 3 minutes from now. Watch out. On a pullback, I am going to consider longing this. Watch out.
One nice Diddy candle would be great.
They bounced this market around 705 QQ and took it off of a launching pad. They never looked back. They never returned. 15-minute gap. MNQ wait. Mm-hmm. Good job. Good eyes, Baku. We're goofing around in a 5 and a 15-minute SIBI cluster. There's nothing that you can do to get me to long this right now. They need to displace from the zone. And it's also dangerous because if I long this for the 1150, I am intentionally breaking my rules and longing it inside of a 15-minute SIBI. So just so you know that's what I'm doing.
That's why, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a dangerous trade to make, man. They need to squeeze up here higher and go higher.
They're going to use that 1150 to target the high day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm not even joking. I'm being dead serious. Literally, I was just thinking that just now, as you were saying that. It's crazy that you said that.
Every cell in my body's telling me to press this red button.
Hey, don't listen to that feeling, bro.
We did not do that, yeah.
They're gonna get one more squeeze up, and then
shorts are no longer allowed, everyone. It is the 1150 macro that is commencing. I understand that the 1150 macro is coming up here near the HOD. I understand that.
That's the part that's getting me. It's like they're
already so high and they're going up in a straight line. I understand that, but they can go higher. Or they can go a little bit higher, scare you out, scare you a little bit, and then pull it back and just go sideways, which means that you don't make no money. Versus you just sitting here waiting for it to be over with and you shorten it. You need to be thinking like this. Okay, I can't short this right now. But if they dump this, then I could long this for a high probability play. Okay, great. I can do that. Maybe look for something inside here, inside the zone, whatever confluence that I have. Quiet, because then they'll probably go higher. Okay, good. If you don't short this and they liquidation squeeze it nonstop for the next 15 minutes, for the next 20 minutes to the macro ends, then you can go, oh, God dang, goodness gracious. I knew I shouldn't have been shorting that. Now I get an even better short entry. It's a better trade. Man, thank goodness I waited. That's how your brain needs to be thinking. Not, man, I knew I should have shorted that because they finally turned this macro bearish on a 5% chance, on a 5-day percent chance. Man, they went lower. Knew I shouldn't have listened to NQ Insider. Knew it. And you need to be cautious on long in this too. Why? Because they just liquidation squeezed up here in a straight line and they haven't pulled it back. They shot this market up 700 ticks with no pullback randomly. You don't buy the top or the HOD of a move and go, man, you know what? This is safe. It is the same exact thing almost. Well, it's not as bad as shorting here inside this hole. It's not that bad, believe it or not. Because you're shorting inside the hole over here, like it was, at least you got the 1150 macro. So it's not as bad as long in this right now, believe it or not. Do you have a mentor? Absolutely. Oh, state guy. Funny. Guys, be on alert. They're liquidation squeezing this. They're blowing up people's accounts. I'm trying to tell you that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to blow up people's accounts right now. Watch out. Everything within me is telling me that I should be pressing the short button right now. But I'm not going to do no shit like that.
Jeez Louise.
Josh just said bullish, bullish, bullish. Bulls are still here. I would not short this if I were you. He said amazing bullish. Look at the market. I'm not going to go against what my mentor just said again. I'm not going to do no shit like that. He said the Amazon. He said the Amazon is going higher. Was it a? Yep. Amazon up 1.6%. Watch out.
You could have just shorted that and been green bean,
But you don't know if they was going to liquidation and squeeze it or when they're going to pull it back. That's the thing that sucks.
I'm not shorting, bro. I promise.
I would not short this at all. There's nothing that you could do to convince me to do that. I'd rather wait until 12:08 and take my chances with that. I'll be right back.
See on that presser right there, the old me would have pressed this red button.
It's not you no more, bro. You're new and improved.
And a first presenter, like literally.
Demon on your shoulder, bro.
The reason why I would have shorted right after that, at that top right there, and the candles, them shit just. I see what's going on. Oh my God. About to do it.
I don't think they came this far to come this far. Like, I don't know.
To do it on 3 macros. Holy fuck. Wait. Because we've been trapped between 2 15 minutes this whole time. So either that 15 minutes should be pussy or like, which I don't know. I don't know. After this, oh yeah, it's over.
See how it doesn't want to go lower, bro? Like it wants. If anything, it's gonna go sideways.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the risk reward right here, right? So it's like,
Yeah, that's why I just don't trade it. Like if there's nothing there, I'm just not gonna trade it. Because if you short this, you're assuming that they're not gonna go pop HOD, and I don't know why they wouldn't if they came all this way, you know?
well, I'm looking at it like we kind of went up in a straight line. Like, so pull this back a little bit, then dance it, which means 1150 inverse, and then go take it out or get close. Like,
It doesn't even want to go down, bro. This is
that's the
crazy.
part that. But for QQQ right now, 15 an hour or 4 hours city, like, there's so much selling pressure up here, but it's not even worth it because either way, you're gonna get. We're in the middle of the pack. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do 2 micros long just because it's 1150.
I'm already in the long.
Yep.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
So I'm in.
You don't short that shit. Look at it. It's just pushing.
20 micros at 1148, 60 ticks.
Trust the model.
Did you get in after that dump candle zero?
No, I got in right as the close at 48, so I held through a little bit of that dump, but all good. I trusted the model.
Yeah. There, Diego is right. Like we are in like a major selling area. Like
there's a lot of selling pressure up here.
15 minute.
And it will continue with the overall trend, which is bearish. It just makes sense.
I'll go looking at EE zero or not, like hold it. You know what I mean? Because like they could really dump this shit out of here, but I don't know. Like playing the 1150.
If you go like you look back in time, right here, we dump here, and you would look back at this. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
so I expect that they would completely go up and eclipse this today's high. It'd be like, if not, then you're gonna short around that time. But
there we go, it's dumping. But like it's been a week straight of 1150 squeeze, so like this could be at 1150 inverse. I could very well see that, but I'm not gonna put my money on it. There's no reason. Yes, I agree, Nico. That's what I'm waiting for. Could just SPY's tapping back into this 1 minute, so it might just tag into that for fuel to go higher.
yeah, I'm out of that.
Nice, you took that short. That's good. It's just scary. Like SPY isn't
No,
even
I
moving.
didn't take the short. I took the long.
Oh, okay.
Went long because that's what the model said. But even though everything in my bones and everything was saying the shorty, You know,
I'm
you
just a
just gotta
no
take the
trade. That's just a
L.
no trade in my opinion. Like that's just me though. I don't know. Because yeah, you gotta trust the model. It's 1150, but also I don't like longing at the top of moves either.
We live by the model, we die by the model.
No facts. Like more times than not, you're gonna be right. You know, bro. NQ is falling through the floor. ES hasn't moved.
Now I'm gonna get back in the game.
I'm gonna go in on one micro.
I took that sale.
You took that short?
Yep.
I would be out. I would be out. I would be out. Come on, 1150.
Like it's 320 ticks to take out the today's high. Like, is it possible? Yes. Does it look like it? Let's see. What you did, Trey? Oh, you long did, huh?
I shorted it.
Said it, man. Every cell in my body, I felt like a Marvel character. I don't know which one got cells. Just spider sensors was tingling. Press that red button. And it gave you, they came up again, and then it just didn't go higher past that high they already made. Simple market structure, bro. But this would be the pullback that we would ideally need if you thought it was bullish to take out today's high. So this would be the participation zone for the longs.
Right.
Unless he was already in it since it kicked off at 11:21.
I'm holding this thing. I'm up 40 ticks.
Nice.
This is the exact pullback I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because look at the way SPY did not want to give up the move. SPY did not want to dump. Yes, or NQ was lying to us. I'm at 80 ticks now. I'm holding this shit till high day.
I might get out a little earlier. Let's see perspectives.
Don't shortcut 1150, boy. Come on.
I mean,
unless you're seeing me in and out of there, I like it. But damn, this model is
this could be tough right here, man. This could be tough.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I don't like that rejection.
I know.
I'm break even though, so I'm not gonna like trip about it too much. Because they popped HOD on SPY. That could be why we're rejecting them.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. It's going. I bet you it's gonna go.
They definitely did.
Yeah, this is.
I'm gonna put a snap up there though. They might flash.
I think that was a fake. Oh, it could be.
I don't know. I don't like how they rejected that after they popped it, but yeah, I think they just came to stop people out.
If they get a first percentage of this, I'm gonna add. Both ideas were correct. That's what I said.
100 tick candle down your neck, like, and then they shoot it right back up.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So they might just. I'm gonna put myself up here. But they're telling me to do some slime shit. They can just go in, and if you don't close it, no. Yeah, I'm definitely long, Nico. Target right now is 233. I don't like how the candles are eating right here. A lot of you.
I was in my 25K account, man. It burned me. I was trying to pass it. I was far away from passing it, but I was trying to get it back up, so it snatched me.
That alligator got your ankle.
Yeah, she twerked on me and gave me something.
Let's go, baby. Fun guy. Come on. It's because E went to go move the market. I appreciate you, E.
I know, he's over there pulling strings.
Appreciate you, bro.
Damn, I'm pissed they stopped my ass out, bro. God damn.
Got you too?
I was break even, so it didn't really hurt anything, but that's just like annoying because they're about to go right now. But this 1 minute is holding up the fight.
Man, take one more scary candle than it. It's Starburst.
And they would have invalidated your short when you first were going to go into it because they inversed that first presented. So it's like that.
No, the short, I wouldn't have lasted. I wouldn't have stayed that long.
No, yeah, true. But I'm saying like
I'm 100 ticks in now.
Oh, he's deep in there. It's about to fucking stop you out. Look at this market.
Come on, baby.
They about to fill this gap.
That's what you went to go tell them what to do? Appreciate it.
My AC was tripping. Like, I was starting to kind of starting kind of hot. It was 76 degrees in my house. Like, what? When it's always set to 71. It's not even like 100 degrees outside either. It's only like 80, 88 degrees, 85 degrees out. But the inside of my house was 76. The thermostat says. Yeah. So I don't know what that's about. So I reset the circuit breaker on the AC even though it was going. If anyone knows anything about HVAC, I did that. And now I turned it back on. And now the AC is not even running. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not an AC mastermind. $76 degrees in my house. Kind of toasty. But I still will not take this jacket off. The capacitor could be going on. I would call maintenance. That just happened to mine. I live in Texas where it's 107 a day. Capacitor, I gotta look at that. Might be your filter pad needs to be replaced. So the condensers are the ones that go out quick. Filter pads.
It might stop you out, Diego. I don't like how there's no wickless candle on QQQ and SPY.
Jeez.
That 1201 candle, it's wickless at the bottom.
See, they're trying to call you a bluff right here, man.
They're teasing this gap fill. That's what they are doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
NQ is bearish, but SPY is bullish. Immediate term. Like NQ are trying to go lower and SPY is trying to come up there and fill that damn gap. Capacitor. Let me look that up. I don't even know what that is. My knowledge base on the AC is literally like you telling a woman, hey, the average woman, hey, I gotta, hey, what do you think about this Lamborghini Revuelto that has 2 turbochargers and 2 electric motors cracking out 1,001, which it does, 1,001 biological horsepower to the wheels, and 1,200 Newton meters of fucking turbo. Like, my brain, when you said that word, my brain just said kaput. I don't know what the hell you just said. Like, okay, nice. Sorry, Alfar. Jesse said exactly. The woman Jesse from Discord. She was laughing. Yeah, I don't know what that meant. Or like me being married and me being a woman, and you know, the rear deck just went out and you were talking some weird shit. Like, I don't know what those problems are that you're talking about, honey, but go fix that shit. I don't know what you're talking about. So that's not of any of my concern.
You still move along, Diego?
I don't know what's going on.
Ooh, this is a crazy one.
Gotta go add some
They
screws
have
to the
to,
boat.
by definition, they have to inverse, or they have to take out this low, but this is wrong. So we're gonna see, man. What's the worst that could happen? I think that's 12 awake, man. That's the part that's scary.
They want to go higher with this market.
Everything was telling me they were going to start going sideways after that big move.
Yeah. For sure.
Take my 60 ticks and run to the crib or hold.
I would go BE and just let that shit ride.
Yeah, I would go B, depending on the size you're in. Because there's a case for them to go high, because there's a case for SPX to go higher and fill this gap. It's the short to the low you was talking about. When I said that? Talking about me? What short to the low?
No, that short is over. You should have been back.
Just looking like they're about to attack sell side. I mean, take this.
Wickless candle on Qs, I think they, like, I don't know. And it's on SPX or on SPY.
There's no case on as to why I think they're ready to go lower or higher. Well, higher. I can see it. There's a gap fill up there on SPX, and SPX is bullish. There's no reason why I think they're ready to just dump this right now. I have no reason why I would think that. What's going on with that damn AC? Let me look this up. Let me look this word up that bro said. Let me ask Grok. I've been using AI a little bit more. Hey Grok, there's this guy who's really cool on TikTok. He keeps telling me about the capacitor keeps going on. What are these fancy words that this guy keeps on saying? Do you know anything about that? Capacitor. Yes, my AC. It's almost certainly about a failing capacitor in an air conditioner. Motor-driven equipment like an air compressor, which is a huge topic among HVAC techniques on TikTok. Those guys talk about it because it's constantly bad capacitors are one of the most common reasons AC stop working, especially in hot weather. A capacitor is basically a temporary battery that stores and quickly releases electrical energy. Without a good one, the motor just hums, struggles, or won't start at all. That's exactly what I think is going on. Wow. That's exactly what I think is going on. Wow. I learned something new today. The capacitor went out. It's hot as hell in this house. Thanks, Alpha. Look what a community can do. Thanks for having my back. Compressor. Around says. I got a feeling they're about to take this spot to this gap fill. They're just going sideways now, and the candles are deceiving again. The candles are deceiving again, you know, because they're not even moving them. So you don't know if they're ready to go lower or higher right now. It's extremely deceiving. See what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if they're ready to go lower or higher right now. They're just BSing around. What indicator are you using? The liquidity draw is indicated by NQ Insider, this one. I mean, the FVG clusters. That shows the imbalances. And it highlights them, and then when they get inverse, they get removed. You can backtest it, that one. That's really all that's on this chart. That and the liquidity draws by NQ Insider this. It shows these. It shows double tops, double bottoms, just draws and liquidity, perfect ground hold numbers, gap fills, stuff like that, and applies those Asia, London high, stuff like that. New York session, previous day high, previous day low. Asia, same thing. Current New York session, as in from 9:30 until the close. Current Asia session and the low, as in if you trade Asia and stuff like that, you can have this on your chart. It's free to the Discord members. That one. If I short this right now, SPY's going to squeeze to go higher. If I long this right now, NQ is going to dump. There's no clear draw. There's nothing here. If you long this, then you would have to target the here. So you would have to target this with the anticipation that SPY is going to go gap fill. If SPY goes gap fill, QQQ is going to make a new HOD. Here, they're going to take out this, and they're probably going to come for this. If they pop this, then they're going to come in somewhere inside this zone. So you might as well just go break even if they pop this high. So I'm just letting you know what they're getting ready to do. If you short this right now, SPY is going to go gap fill, and then what I said is going to occur. Okay? Because SPY is not looking like it's trying to go lower. If SPY does not go lower, then I don't care how bearish that NASDAQ is, it is not going to go lower. Okay, if SPY refused to go lower, then it's just not going to go lower. Sorry, but it's not happening today. So you need to be watching this SPX and this SPY. This shit is working on this gap fill up here. They've shifted objectives that you need to shift to. It's looking like they're ready to come here. Yeah, this is bullish. Trump slayers take pause. When the hell is Apex going to send that $3,000 they owe me? New to this, but what's the correlation between SPY and NQ? One is the S&P 500 and the other is the NASDAQ 100. They're correlated. They're not copying each other, but they're correlated. That's why, like, if you see SPX going higher, typically speaking, the NASDAQ goes higher too. Like, this is the SPX, and look at the NASDAQ go higher. See this? The charts look very similar, see? See how the charts look very similar here? But they're not on a trade copper. They're not the exact same, but they're correlated. So if one is if one is trying to target a clear draw on liquidity, then the other's probably getting ready to go to move in tandem with it. I see. When that Apex payout is supposed to be. Look at that marker go to a new high again. SPY is about to go SPX is about to go gap fill here. This is where the SPX wants to come to. I would not be shorting this. This is bullish. look at that. They never look back from that 1150 macro. Look at that. Like the market never went lower from 1150. Look at that. Like it never went lower. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look. Well, 1150 started over here for this because it was bullish, so they pulled it back. Like if you waited for the first pullback and longed it in the first BISI that we touched, this market was bullish. You don't buy the HOD for 1150 macro. You wait for a pullback. You be green now and just go break even. So you use it. It's just added confirmation of your bias. Yes, correct. To just understand clear draws and liquidity. That is correct. To get a better picture. I wonder what's going on with that Apex thing. What was the date on that? Has it been a month yet since I requested that damn thing? Mm-hmm.
Yes, still holding.
going on, District? What's up, buddy? I just saw a video of fans cursing out Ennis Freedom. Ennis Cantor. Like, yeah, they was just cursing him out because he was going to go to the game. And this one black dude was like, BAN. He was calling him a female dog and an arse and an N-word. He said, BAN, you was sorry in the league. Exactly what he said. He was like, she was like, you was trash. That's what he was saying. And Ennis was sitting there smiling at him. And he was like, all right, have a good day. Because Ennis Cantor is trying to play in the WNBA, you know. And he's trying to poke fun at the rules. And so he was upsetting the fans. And he wasn't doing nothing. He was just showing up to the game. But that's not the point of this message. Like, I went to the comment section, and I at least have a little bit of faith in humanity because there was one person, and it had 5,000 likes on the post. But the whole post had like 200, 300,000 likes on it because it went viral. He was outside the stadium. And there was at least one comment with 5,000 likes where at least 6,000 other people thought the same thing I thought. I didn't like it. But that dude was wearing a WNBA jersey. And he was wearing a WNBA jersey. And the crazy thing about this is this. Like, he was calling him trash. That dude has made like $150 million playing basketball. Like, he's made $150 million by the age of 35.
Latanya said something in the chat.
No, it was because he was at the game and tried to. No, this was before the game, I think. It was because he was at the game and tried to walk on the court, argue with the player on the court. But the player on the court was arguing with him at first. It was that woman. It was the woman, the other one. And so yeah, she was yelling obscenities at him, or at least that's my understanding. Because they interviewed him and they asked him, and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, you know, I stood up. He's like, and I said something, and she came back and she started yelling at me and cursing at me. He was like, and I just put my hands up. And he was like, and then security asked to escort me. He was like, and they escorted me. Yeah, it was crazy. Like he just showed up, and they had a problem with him showing up, I guess. He was completely in the wrong. How was he in the wrong, Latanya? What did he do wrong? Please help me. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I'm ignorant. But I got a hard time believing he would just stand there and just walk directly onto the court for no reason. Just try to walk onto the court, knowing that people are looking at him. Maybe he's a fool. If so, what did he do wrong, Latanya? Did he just walk onto the court and just start arguing with people? Knowing that people would be watching him and he would probably have no leg to stand on? Or maybe he was trash talking her and we couldn't hear. It wasn't there just showing up. He was arguing with the player. I already read that.
But like, she engaged in it and like gave him the attention that he wanted, you know what I mean?
Correct, 100%. That's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. Whatever he did, whatever he was doing, just trying to stay relevant. Yeah, that's it. That's what he was trying to do. He's trying to entice them. He know for a fact he can't play no WNBA. No, he can't do no shit like that. He's just forcing them. He's pinning them in a corner, distracting the game. The NBA would ban people for that. Yeah, he was distracting the game. I'm not gonna lie. He's distracting on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. He hired a cameraman and everything. There's people following him around with cameras. So
people are like foaming out the mouth looking at that dude, and it kind of, I mean, like, I don't know.
He's doing it on purpose. He is.
Bro. Yeah, exactly. That's
He's trying to egg people on. That's what he's doing.
Getting people upset.
Yeah, that's all he's doing. He's just trying to get people upset. He's egging people on. He's doing it on purpose. And then he's going to play the victim. So, but he's going to do things. He's going to do things that's like somewhat controversial, but that makes you go, man, you know, that sort of kind of makes both sides go, man, you know.
Pushing both sides.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. Because I don't think that he was just sitting there I got a hard time believing that he was just sitting there and that girl just walked up to him and just started cursing at him. Like, I got a hard time believing that shit. Bro, because when you playing basketball, bro, you don't care about people sitting in the stands, bro. Like, she's not just gonna randomly just be cursing at Ennis Freedom. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to me and my brain, that doesn't make any sense. I think that he was saying stuff that was getting under her skin that whole game. And he was cheering for the opposite team. He was doing some weird shit. And then she got sick of it. And then she told him about his shit. And then that's the part that the camera started filming. That's what I think.
It's just because there's no NFL or NBA, so there's nothing for them to talk about.
That's
So
exactly
what
what's
this whole
going
thing
on.
is about the WNBA is like, it's just nonsense, bro.
You're like, why is this even a topic? Enes Kanter is 6'10", 6'11", 275 pounds, 280 pounds probably now. There's no way in hell he could play in the WNBA. And he has like, that dude has like a 7'4" wingspan. Look how big that human is. Like, there's no way he could play in the WNBA. No way, man. Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah. One of my boys just texted me and said that he knows he's not getting in. He's just trying to prove a point. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, they're just trying to force people to then choose a side. They're trying to prove a point because they're saying that, you can be whoever you want to be. And so then they're saying, okay, if I can be whoever I want to be, then I want to be a woman and I want to play then. And then they're forcing you to say, well, you can't do that. You can't be who you want to be. And then the moment that that's decided, what's going to happen is all hell is going to break loose. Because then they're going to say, well, you contradicted yourself. So why can't I be whoever I want to be then? You told me that I could identify as whoever. So why is that not the case? And now it's just snowballing out of control. But honestly speaking, this stuff right here, this stuff right here that we're talking is like groundbreaking news for the unemployed. Like,
bro,
like,
the owners are not gonna hire him. Like,
yeah, these people are not going to sign that man to a contract.
Third round pick.
This is just
WNBA draft.
This is comedic relief. I call it comedic. Yeah, I call it comedic relief for people that are not involved and that don't care either way. But if you have somewhat of a dog in the fight, this is just something to just get your goat and to just distract you from shit that you probably should be paying more attention to. Like, because this is just ridiculous at this point. These people are doing God knows what they're doing. Like, who cares? Like bro.
You won't hear a thing about this in 2 months.
Yeah, who cares, man? Like, who cares what Enes Freedom is getting ready to do? And who cares what gender he identifies as?
You have to give Stephen A. something to talk about, or else, you know what I mean? There's gotta be something.
God, Stephen A. That guy.
I'm starting to dump this market a little bit.
Yeah, 12:30. It's starting to pull it back. You done for the day? No, I'm not done for the day. I was looking at that gap fill just now. That's where I thought they was going to go. The newswire said light coming in at the end of the tunnel. Damn, it ain't enough. Yeah, that's just $220 per account. I'm just waiting on them to do something. If they start doing something within like the next 30 or 45 minutes, then y'all take another trade. But if it starts getting like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and they're just meandering around like this, and the candles are deceiving, I'm not going to risk the money that I made.
And it's a Monday. It's like
Correct. We got a long week ahead of us.
goddamn Bitcoin's on a bull run, man.
Right. What is a BISI? I heard you mention it before, and a few people mentioned it today. It's a buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance. But again, I'm unsure that that's going to necessarily help you. It's an imbalance, but it's a buy side. It stands for buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance. This is what the market's creating all the time. It's creating them and it's filling them at all times, on multiple different time frames all the time. And it determines market direction, and it can give you leads in regards to where the market's getting ready to go. But even then, though, it's not going to necessarily help you. What's going to help you is seeing it in action, and that is reading about it and seeing it in action. That Knowledge Center link is inside my bio. I actually just revamped the Knowledge Center today. So I just revamped it. And just the same information just made it far easier to read and far easier to follow along. So it comes with a free 3-day trial if you would like to take a look. Trust me, your trading journey will not be the same. But let me not try to convince you. They're doing nothing but going sideways right now. They're just goofing around, man. Price action is slowing down and is doing the very thing that I told you from this pre-market trading plan. They completed 1 to 2 major objectives, and now they're just goofing around. And it's freedom. He's just disturbing the peace. He's just trying to get people upset. He's not going to get my goat. He's not going to get me to care about that. He's not. I refuse. I'm not going to buy into that BS that he's selling. He can convince somebody else. I got more important things to be dealing with. That's almost as bad as trying to figure out why Diddy has 1,000 bottles of baby oil around his house. That's almost as bad to me. I don't give a fuck about no shit like that.
still here holding this long. I want to see if NQ can copy and take that out the same way SPY did in SPX.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little shaky there, but
Shit about to put me to sleep, bro.
Yep, they're doing it on purpose.
sheesh.
They're doing it on purpose. Now they want to go lower.
Man, as soon as I got in that long,
I'm
drop
on my
down.
kilo,
That's
man.
crazy. That's crazy,
On my
bro.
kilo, man, I need to hold to the top, man.
They're being deceptive.
It did inverse that 1 minute, then it burst. But... Oh man.
These people are being deceptive. This is bearish. They're just going around, going sideways. Indian Josh says, bad as I hear it. That's all he said. These people are just going around in circles. They're meandering around here. They're goofing around. I do like the shorts play. If you short this, then you got to target this low over here at 29,150. But you're assuming that SPY is getting ready to roll over when SPY is looking bullish as hell right now. And SPY is finally starting to pull it back. So you're assuming that SPY is getting ready to dump and come in at 763-ish. I'm unsure about how serious they are about trying to go lower right now. I'm unsure about that. I don't trust this. The candles are smaller and it's very deceiving. They could pick this up at any moment and go higher or lower. This is the part of the story that I don't like. Because it's easier to determine the market direction to me whenever they're actually moving the market. Whenever they're going sideways like this and the market is only moving 15, 20 ticks every 60 seconds like this, and they give a random 60 tick candle and then stop it and then bounce it right back, it's hard for me to determine which side that they're trying to hurt the most. I can clearly see which side that they're trying to hurt the most when the market's moving. And I just align myself with where they're clearly trying to go fill orders. That's all that I'm doing. I don't know which side that they're trying to go fill orders at whenever the market's moving sideways like this. Like, there's no hints. Like, there's no, oh, this is how they could hurt people by going up here to go fill orders. Or, oh, they just dumped this and swept that. So they're about to bounce this. Let me long it here. Like that. I can't tell that. I have no idea what they're getting ready to do. I can see this low over here that they can sweep this, but this SPY is looking bullish. They don't have to go to that low. They could just go sideways for another 30, 40 minutes. They're not even moving. Market is frozen in place. And then and then the part that sucks is if they start creeping it up, like what happened to me on Friday, if they start creeping it up and then you short it, like you still think it's getting ready to go lower because of how slow it's moving. So then you end up in 20, 30, 40 contracts anticipating that the market's getting ready to roll over because it's going so slow, and then they just liquidation squeeze it in a straight line. And then they blow up your account. And you hit DLL. It's very deceptive. Because you won't know if you're right or you're wrong immediately, and you can't tell where they're trying to go right here, right now. Like right now, they could dump this shit and go to 29,150 right now in like one candle. Or they could just stop it on the dime and then reverse it. I have no idea what they're getting ready to do. Look at how slow this market's moving. It's confusing. I need like a double top or a double bottom. Otherwise, I'm guessing. And what they'll do is they'll slowly walk this down and then finally be here. And then when they're here, they're now 30, 40 ticks away. And so why would you short it on that pullback? So then you just wait for it to be swept and then now the trade's over. This is deceptive. Every red candle is met with another green candle. They're overlapping. It's confusing people. It's confusing me. I don't want to be in a trade right now. I just think this is confusing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just do. Diddy not got baby oil for Amazon drop shipping extra cheese. God knows where he bought all of that baby oil from. Lifetime supply. Freaky mother effer. But who cares what people are doing in their bedroom? We need to mind our own business. People started to stray away from that. The more like technology got advanced. It's like, bro.
The moment you could post a story.
Yeah, like people started to stray away from that. It's like, do you understand that we're debating what a dude was doing in his bedroom? What another grown man was? Grown men are arguing what another grown man is doing in his bedroom on the internet. Grown men with kids and wives at home are sitting here yelling at other grown men about what a billionaire is doing with naked women. Let that just put 2 popsicle sticks at the bottom of that sink and just open up the door. It's not even going to. The sink's not even going to come through the door. The sink's just going to run through the door. Just like let that shit sink in. Let that shit sink in. Grown men, man, at the times change. Grown men used to go to war, you know. Like. Grown men used to sound off battle horns, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like ride on wooden ships and shit and go take over villages. Like, seriously. Now we debating about what billionaires are doing with other women who are millionaires. You know, whether or not that he likes watching his girl do whatever she doing. Now we go to war every day in NASDAQ-istan, exactly. We sitting over here trading from this damn computer, trying to collect a few nickels from this market.
NASDAQ-istan?
Yeah, NASDAQ-istan for real, man. This is serious. Hyper. He's being serious. This is a war out here. This is the war we need to be concerned about. NASDAQ-istan. We're at battle right now. They're testing my patience because I think they're going to go to 29,150, but I don't trust this and I don't trust they're short. Why? Because they've just been creeping it back and they're just going sideways. So inherently, I'm going to wait for them to bounce it so I can short it, but then they're not going to bounce it. And then inherently, if they bounce it, then I'm going to think that SPY's going to go up there and fill that gap, so I'm not going to short it. They're confusing me. They're just slowly bleeding this out right now. The market is literally frozen right now. It is not even moving. We used to go to war, man. Now I got grown men online begging for roses and galaxy.
Oh shit.
It's like, man. They used to send you out to war naked. Send you out to war naked and you had to fend for yourself in the wild. Now grown men are arguing with women online behind burner accounts and shit. Not the roses. Yeah, for real. What would your ancestors say to this weird shit that we got going on here? But thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses, hype. Roses. Come on, tap. Come on, keep it going, hype. Keep it going. No, don't stop. No. Keep going, going. He's going, guys. He's going. 26, 27, 29, 30. Oh! More. Now, what was I saying about those fucking roses? Yeah. Back to what I was saying. Grown men begging for those goddamn roses. Fucking bigots. Those guys are losers. I never do no clown shit like that. Anyway, I keep my integrity. I value my self-respect. Time distortion talks. Diego says, yeah. Bro said, Michael said, I'm in tears. Right. Nah, but Hype Smart Boy, he's inside Discord. He's a good dude, bro. I love that dude. I just tease. Bro started laughing. I'm all out. That's crazy. That's crazy. I drained you all your roses. Pause. Yeah, that was funny. Now we go to war. I already read that. Mm-hmm. Spend on you. What if I go broke and I got no more racks to spend on you? Let me eat my breakfast, man. I'm about to choke. Jesse said that's funny.
Hey, yo.
Just what Jesse said.
Yo.
That's funny.
Why the eggplants there, though?
Yeah, I have no idea. What if I go broke and got no more roses to spend on you?
Not at all, bro. Would you believe me if I close up top and then re-enter down here?
Close it up top and read it down here. That's funny. Huh? Right said, huh? Right, it's hilarious. Time distortion emojis, yeah. We're just goofing around here, man. These people over here, they're goofing around, man, so we're just goofing around. They're just meandering around here. Did they take out this low? Yeah, they just took out, what is that? Lower this candle is 659.62. 659.63. So they took out that low. What about on the spot? Lower this candle is 764.15. 764.11. Huh. Look at this market just goof around. It's so slow. This is one of the better Mondays, though. They actually moved a little. That's correct. They're just goofing around right now, though. I think they got business with this 707.54 on this QQQ potentially. They're just slowly bleeding it out. It's making you not be able to participate. I think somehow, somewhere they got business with this here. If I short this, how many ticks is that? That's only 120 ticks to completion. That's nothing. This is just a 1-to-1 hour trade. If I short this right here, this is just 1-to-1. This isn't like 2-to-1 and I could be out at 1. It's either like I'm fully right or I'm fully wrong, or I could be wrong very badly. I don't trust this at all, to be honest. Holy shite. Look at that. Is no one paying attention to what happened on ES? Look at this double top up here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at this double top up here on ES. Look at this. This is dangerous. That's a perfect double top up here that the indicator says so. Look. See that? Wow. Right said, huh? That's funny. Look at them pull this market back. I don't think this is something that we should be short necessarily. Like, I got a feeling they're about to launch this. I do not think this is something that we should be short.
I got this relative.
That's a double top up there.
Market structure, so I'm still in this long to take out the HOD of the day so far.
And this is a double top, but the NASDAQ hardly pulled back. This is bullish to me, not bearish. I know what I'm about to do. This is complete horse water price action. What I'm personally going to do is this. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to disconnect my Apex account. And I'm only going to trade the demo on this account, on these day traders accounts. That's what I'm about to do. And I'm going to go long on 10 contracts.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to try and get... And I'm going to try and...
But it's like 250 ticks to take this out, so...
And I'm going to work on a long on this to the... Like, where can I target at? 40 ticks is this high, 50 ticks to the buy side. Maybe try and target this double top on this pullback. I just disconnected my Apex accounts because this price action is dog water. I'm not going to risk my funded accounts. I got to wait and I got to watch. If they convince me to go back, then I will. Otherwise, I will not. I'll turn it on if they convince me. This market is going sideways here. Like, I don't even have a clear drawn liquidity. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, maybe I should wait. Like, for them to touch it to a busy of some sort. Flash the view app. I see the double top there. And I have a reason for that, but they haven't pulled it back much. The market's been frozen. They've only pulled it back 140 ticks from top to bottom. That's not enough for me. Like, I need like an internal to be swept, and then for them to start curling it, something. Like, longing this here in no man's land is dangerous right now. This is very, very dangerous what they're doing. They could very well dump this and target this low, you know. That's what it looks like they're getting ready to headhunt. This looks like they're getting ready to target this low and come into this BISI and flash this VWAP. That's what this is looking like. At a minimum, and pull this back here. I think they want to go lower. I don't think they want to go higher. But this SPY can mess this up if SPY bounces. The NASDAQ looks like it's trying to go lower. ES is gearing up like it's getting ready to bounce. See them dump it? They're bleeding this out. Getting you to short into the hole, and then they'll bounce it on you. I think they go 29, 156, 157. That's what I think is next. I think they're about to slip this and go dump this market here. Slow bleed out. We should not short this. Guys, Day Traders Prop Firm has accounts for $22 now. The 25K trailing drawdown account is $22. I'm being dead serious. It is $22, and you can have up to 15 accounts with them. You know, it's 50% consistency rule. You know, it accounts at $22. They're running a 91% off sale. They just started last night, or this morning rather. I got the notification this morning, like almost midnight. They're about to bounce this market. $22 for an account with a $1,500 profit target and $1,500 drawdown. It is literally 1-to-1. That's better than Apex. Who's running 91% off? Day Traders Prop Firm. Look at that code. Right there. Use that code Insider to take off 91%. It'll do it. That's one of the firms that I trade with. I go with firms that have the lowest barrier to entry. Like that and Bullinox. And they're not going to give me a hassle for a payout. If you submit a payout with Apex and it gets approved, they'll send you your money. It's just going to take 2 weeks. From the moment it gets approved, expect 2-week delay. You had any problems?
Bad, like that is horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. I'm not gonna lie. But you will get it. You had any problems? Haven't requested a payout with them yet. I just started. But I like them. Haven't heard any complaints. They're pretty good. I'm training with them right now. We use code Pathway. Got it. No, use code Insider for day traders. Use code Insider. NSDR. My code. I get like $1.50 for every account that you buy. I'll get rich. I'm serious. It's like $1.70, $1.80. But hey, NSDR for Insider. Would you start 25K or 50K? For sure 25K. Because the 25K is the best ratio. It's 1-to-1 ratio. You make $1,500, you can lose $1,500. The 50K comes with like a daily loss limit or something like that. Or you got to make like $3,000 and you can only lose like $2,000. So like you got to almost double the amount, and you can only lose an extra $500 or something like that. 100%. 100% the 25K. And just downsize and just trade 3, 5, 6 micros at the most. You can go up to 6 minis or 60 micros on a 25K account, but I wouldn't recommend that. It'll go fast. If day traders could allow me to do EVA Instant Pass, they'd be better than Bullinox. No questions. Even Bullinox is good because you can start out with EVA Instant Pass and have 500 accounts immediately. You could be making $15,000 a week immediately. I mean, $15,000 a month immediately. They're about to take it to this low. They bled it out the whole time. They were being deceptive. Because 5 accounts every 2 weeks paycheck, every 8 trading days is $7,500. If you're hitting on all cylinders, you can make $15,000 a month immediately with EVA Instant Pass. He tapping into 1 hour, 15, 1 minute, and 5. Look at them slowly bleed out and go to that 29,150. Look at them slowly bleed it out. Don't even give you a chance to make a right decision. Why? Because every red candle stops immediately and turns green. So like you don't get the chance to go, oh shoot, they're going there. Let me short on a pullback. It's just a slow, continuous bleed out. Yeah, Bullinox is pretty nice. I copped a couple of their instant funded. You did? Nice. Next time you buy some accounts, use that code NSDR or NQ Insider. One of the two for Bullinox. Bullinox gives me like $1.80, $2 per account. You buy. I'm being dead serious. I could get rich one day, you know. I got you. Thanks, Darren. Such a good guy, such a good stand-up guy. It's better than using their code and then they get to keep the money. Gotta try and take as much money from these props as possible. That's the whole goal. That's why I really don't want to be partnering with no prop firm. I can only partner with the prop firms that I'm actually going to use. Cause like I don't want to tell y'all something and like I'm not using it. I'm being dead serious. Like I couldn't do nothing like that. And I couldn't tell y'all to sign up for something knowing that it's a shitty company. Like, how would that make me look? Knowing damn well you shouldn't be trading with that prop firm. But because they got you on payroll or they give you some kind of weird commission, you're going to lie to the people. You're going to betray the very people that got you to that point. I could not do no shit like that. So you're going to betray them
The candles just stopped.
Yeah, the candles are frozen. They're not even moving. They're slowly bleeding it out and going to that internal.
Like, not even moving at all.
They're not even moving at all. It's doing the exact same thing I was telling you about like 20 minutes ago, where I was like, they'll slowly bleed it out, and then once they get there, they're already there. So like, it's not worth the risk to reward. Versus them dumping it in 2 or 3 candles, bouncing it, and you going, well, they getting ready to go there for sure, and you short it. It's now making it deceiving. And it's also hard because if you enter into a short position and the moment it starts to go in your favor, if you try to go break even, then it'll shoot back up because the candles are overlapping, and then it'll tag you out, and then it'll go there to that destination again. Or it will force you to then remove your break even because you don't want to get stopped out, and then they'll reverse it and then force you to take a loss instead of going break even. Should I short? The short is already done, unfortunately, from what I'm seeing. They're getting ready to sweep this internal here. They're just pulling this market back slowly but surely back into the zone. Look at them bleed it out. Non-stop bleed out. This is deceptive, man. This is bad. I'm not gonna lie, this is bad. Ricky says, today's loss make me want to get off the charts for the week, bro. No, I feel that, man. Well, bro, we got to learn why we lost. You need to, you need to write that down. You need to figure out what you did wrong, and we need to study. You need to paper trade and gain your confidence back. I promise you, bro. But listen, you should not feel defeated as long as you're willing to do something about it the right way. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you learn from the mistake. Does that mean that you're never going to make a mistake again? Absolutely not. But learn from it, and so that we can go forward. Journal that, notate that. They're now tapping into a 1 and a 5 minute BISI and a 15-minute BISI here. Watch out. They're getting ready to look at these candles, man. ES just touched the VWAP. ES just touched this VWAP just now, and it's reacting and it's bouncing off this VWAP. You see this? ES is touching and reacting to the VWAP that we just put back into. I would not short this right now. Shorting this is not what I would do. I do not think that's a smart idea. I'm being dead serious. I think that they've been going slow like this on purpose, and that they're about to maybe flash it, and then they're going to bounce this market. I would not be shorting this. Help me God, I would not be shorting this. I could see a case for NASDAQ coming to 29,149, maybe, but I think that they're about to somehow figure out a way to bounce this market out of this cluster over here. Watch out. I'm being dead serious. I would not be short this. This is not something I would short right now. QQQ just slowly just bleeding out. It's so deceptive. Watch out. I don't even have a clear draw on liquidity because of how slow that they're moving. Like, there's no high or low point for me to target at all. Like, even if I wanted to long this, there's nothing clear. Like, oh, I see they're getting ready to come here to this high. Or, oh, okay, they pulled it back from this, so which means they're getting ready to, or, oh, they just swept this. There's nothing there. I'm going to take loss to beat this 15-minute gap. To then target what? What are we targeting is the question. Look at this market. Slow bleed out and slow squeeze up. Blow up people's accounts. Get them off sides. Cause them to take losses. Look at that market squeeze up. This is bullish. You see that? See that shit I'm talking about? See what I'm saying? I would not be shorting this. You see that? You see this market lift off the ground finally? You see that? They ran this LRLR. Look at that candle. On the NASDAQ. See what I'm saying? Do not short this, please. This is bullish. They touched this 1 in 5 minute BISI cluster and launched off a launching pad. See, this is FVG cluster right over here, that highlighter zone that I was telling you about. And they launched it. My news, Indian Josh said this is powerful. Besson says countries who stick with Iran will be isolated alongside with them. He just said that 10 seconds ago. Watch out. They're about to burst this market to a new high. God knows what these people are trying to do. They're just goofing around. Timestamp 108. Maybe I should go enjoy my damn day. They're playing games right now, bro. That's all they're doing. They're playing games. They're monkeying around. They're playing games. They're playing in our face. There's no clear draw on liquidity here. I would have to take a large size trade and put myself at extreme risk to then try and target something small or imaginary. That's not worth this. Disgusting. Like, I don't even have a clear draw like, hey, here's an imbalance, here's a high. If I long this is what's here. Or hey, this is a low I'm targeting. Like, there's nothing here. We're just goofing around and going sideways here. Look at this. Look at this price action today on this ES. Look at this. Catastrophe. Cluster F. Cluster FUC. Look at this market. It's frozen. Timestamp 109. It's probably best I go take a nap. Let me check the very being of my existence. Look at that arm. It's still negative, but it just stopped going lower today. They'll probably be at 200 tomorrow. It'll go from 250 to 235 to 230, back up to 235, and then back down to 220. That arm, man. Never seen no shit like that before. Anyway. Wow, they're goofing around, huh? Hold on. The camera went out? Y'all didn't tell me the camera went out? What's been going on with the cam lately? Bullish and not bearish. Bullish and not bearish. They want to go higher, not lower. I'm going to take longs after we hit this already right there. Is that a trend line on MNQ? This is bullish, bro. Spice about to come up here and fill this goddamn gap and take out this double top high. That's what they're about to do. I do not think this is bearish, but they're trying to get this market to this goddamn ground. This is double top high up here. ES is about to take out this double top high. I would not short this.
It's got the longest 1150 average.
Man, what? I think they're about to go higher with this market and send ES to this double top high here. I think they got business with this, man. So me, God, do I do? I think they got business with that, boy. They're creeping this up here. Watch out. They're creeping this up, man. They got business there with that, man. I'm trying to tell you. The HOD, the New York HOD with a double top. These people got business with that, bro. But I should not be buying the HOD when the market was just bearish earlier today. That's not a good idea. Look at this. Like, why would I buy this here? To hope they go where? I don't have nothing to target. Other than maybe here. There's nothing there. Dangerous trade. Not worth the risk. 4-hour wicks. Yeah, I see. Interesting. Look at them pull it back. Look at them get you to buy up there at the top, and now they're pulling it back again. These people are goofing around, man. Look at that. Imagine if I bought the top of that move and I broke the rule of why would you buy the HOD? Imagine if I did that. I don't know what these people are trying to accomplish with this market. Like, okay, like if I long this, it's like, where am I targeting? Like, I'm just hoping that they just go higher here. I mean, I see this double top here. I see that. But Indian Josh is not in the trade. Look at this. If I long this, what am I trying to target? This high here? That's not enough. An imbalance? Goofing around. Four-hour wicks. These people are putting me to sleep. So help me goodness gracious. All right, this is getting ridiculous, man. This is getting ridiculous at this point. These people are putting me to sleep. They're not going anywhere. The market is frozen. It's just like how I anticipated over here from this Discord. You see this? Look at that market dump now. Horse playing around. See this? From this trade plan, look at this. Remember what I said about 708.49 QQQ sell side not being swept and creating nearly identical double bottoms. Sent this out last night to the Discord. This is a market magnet. They swept that within the first minute and then they dumped the QQQ past that zone. No news drivers tomorrow, so expect one objective completion and time distortion to run rampant as the day progresses. Price will also fail to deliver as cleanly as well. Going to try to trade the market structure, clear draws liquidity to get back on track tomorrow. You see that? If this ain't one mother effer right here, SPX is trapped between 820 gap fill at 77.08. They flashed that. No, I'm sorry. And 821 at 76.43. They flashed that one. They flashed at 76.43. Alrighty? So they just did that. They released this market. They completed one of these objectives. Well, with this one and this one. And they bounced this market. Now they're going sideways. You need to understand the monster that you're going to be dealing with. There's no news drivers today. So they're liable to just be goofing around today. That's all they're doing. They're just trying to get you off sides. They're trying to nickel and dime you so you blow up your account. To make you go, man, I know I should have been trading that today. Or they're going to force you to then find satisfaction in bad habits. What does that mean? That means that they'll force you to trade this bullshit that they got going on. And then what's going to happen is you'll make money and you'll go, man, I'm the best ever. I can do this consistently. Or who cares? What's the NQ Insider do talking about with this child? I made $600 today, or I made $1,000 today. And then what's going to happen is they're going to socially condition you like Pavlov's dog. You know, the dog that were like, he rung the bell and the dog started salivating. Then they have you. That's perfect. So the next 3 or 4 times that they show this, you won't think nothing of it, and then you'll get knocked out and you'll blow up your account. And you'll go, well, goddamn, it's me. Or I'm sorry, you'll go, goddamn, maybe it's me. No, it's not you. The market's goofing around and you decided to trade it. That's what's going to happen. Watch out and be on alert. They put me to sleep. I'm going to call this a day. It's 1:20 Eastern Standard Time. I don't think I should be goofing around with these people today. There's 2.5 hours left in this day. I don't want to have a bad day. They're just going sideways. I really don't foresee them doing anything else crazy. I'm being dead serious. Not unless somebody has a compelling case. I just don't see anything. They're goofing around. There's no highs, no lows, no clear draws. They're just goofing around going sideways. Green candle, red candle. 2 green candles, 1 red candle. No liquidity sweep, no nothing. Frozen in place. Look at that. The market's just goofing. It'll chop and might run previous 4-hour high. Big might. That's correct. Treasury at 2 p.m. Yeah, I see that. Treasury Secretary speaking now. Tay Rose says, lets me know I shouldn't be goofing around with them. Thank you for today. Thank you so much for listening today, bro. It's crazy that was all we got. There were 3 other trades, 2 or 3 other trades that I took, but they just got break even. And then one went to the TP. It is what it is, man. I wish I could do more, but it's 1:20. I just don't want to have a bad day. I need to stack days to get out of this slight little slump that I got. I need to make $1,000 to then secure a $12,000 payout. So I just need to make $1,000, as in like 3 more days of base hits. I don't want to give up all my ammo or go backwards today. Get out of this hole that I'm in. Alrighty, guys. Guys, I believe in you and I love you. I'll catch you guys tomorrow's at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. I think we should go enjoy the rest of our day. They're goofing around.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to go touch grass.
Yeah, I got to. I think they're going to hit the FEG at 109. Then go up to 282. And good eyesight. That's exactly what they're doing. The Treasury is getting ready to speak, so they're dumping it. Have a good day. All right, you too, Dean. I'll catch you guys later. Hey, can I use Ninja Trader for day trader? You can use the Trade Copper. So you got to use Tradecopia to be able to trade Rhythmic accounts on TradingView. But yes, you can. That's what I'm doing. But I got that Tradecopia going. I think they're playing him out. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, guys. We gotta go, man. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. Sorry for my yawning. Remember what I said, guys. Day traders profit from is $22 accounts. Remember what I said. You can trade up to 15 accounts with them if you're banned from the Apex. All right. The only thing is you need to make $100 a day for 8 separate days, though. So you need to have some form of consistency. $100 for 8 days minimum to be eligible for payout. That's it. But who cares about that? If you can't make $100 for 8 days, then I don't know what to tell you. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you.